So, so what's up, brothers? What is up? What is up? If you're here right now, press on one in the live stream chat. Mayday, check one, two, check one, two. How's the audio? Who is watching? If you're watching on Twitter, press on one right now. If you're watching on Twitter, press on one. Who's here watching on Twitter? Who's here watching on YouTube? Let me know right now. How's the audio? Dimitri, how's my audio, brother? Is it good?
Sounds amazing.
Okay, awesome, brother. Awesome. Yours sounds good too. So let's wait for people to come in and let's make sure our audience can hear us loud and clear. Mayday, check one, two. How is my audio? Please let me know. Okay. Whether you're on Twitter, Rumble, Twitch, YouTube, press on one in the live stream chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Okay. Let me check the Rumble. Who's here? Okay. We got one person watching on Rumble. Okay, who's here? We got four. Okay, everyone's coming in. Awesome. How's the audio, brothers? How is the audio? So make sure there's no technical issues. Okay, who's here? Yes, Alexander, sorry, Joshua, Shaq. Awesome. Okay, we live. So, brothers, welcome to another Future Classic live stream. First and foremost, special announcement. You can now sign up to the upcoming Python course. Okay, sign-ups are now open. If you go on Patreon and look for the tier called the Ultimate Python Course, July 2024, I look forward to teaching you brothers Python. So go right now and sign up to the Python course. And we're going to break down IT even more on the stream. We've got a brother who's working remotely right now in Japan. Okay, so make sure, brothers, you go and join my Python course. Okay, and we've got more special things coming in the coming few weeks, but go and join the Python course. Like the video, please. Hit the super chats, cop the merch, show some support. That we greatly appreciate throughout tonight. And of course, you can book your IT consultations with me for any IT career guidance and advice. And of course, make sure you like the video tonight. So let's get straight into it. Okay, as you can see, the title of this stream is called "Japan is Heaven for the Black Man." Working IT remotely and life in Japan. So special announcement, I got a brother called Dimitri who is currently in Japan right now in IT, working remotely there and living permanently in Japan. But before we break down the life of a black man in Japan in 2024 right now, okay, special exclusive intel. Mr. Dimitri, how you doing today, brother?
I am doing wonderful, fresh off that plane from Thailand, man. Life is good. Life is real good.
Life is good, bro. Like, isn't that a song by Future, if I'm not mistaken? I don't even know that song, but it's a song called "Life Is Good." Life is definitely good, bro. You know it, brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
working on the weekend like usual. Way up in the deep end like usual.
Yeah, that was a Future and Drake song, I believe.
Yes, indeed, bro. Yes, indeed, bro. So, brother, give us a brief intro about who you are, where you're from, and anything interesting about you, bro.
Okay, yeah. So, my name is Dimitri, just like IP said. I'm originally from South Carolina. I'm a 13-year Navy vet. I launched aircraft in the military. I wasn't into IT. Just wanted a change of pace. Just wanted something different. So I jumped off into IT. I was always intrigued by computers coming up, but when I joined the Navy, IT wasn't available to me. So I made it my life's mission to jump off into IT at some point in my life. Let me see, the last 6 months of my military career, I got my CCNA, got my Sec Plus, and my chain of command was like, "Hey, go down to ADP." I mean, it stands for automated data processing. That's where all the ITs work. My chain of command was like, "You're getting out the Navy. You have all these certs in IT. Go down there and work." So that's pretty much what I did. I just, worked with the ITs, got qualifications, which directly transfers to the outside world. I met a guy there when I was down there for my temporary time down with the IPs. I met a guy there who ultimately got me my first position on the outside world, being a network engineer. Because I had a degree, I started out at a senior level. I got spun up pretty quick. I was primarily like a domain administrator working with Windows at first, and I'm not a big Windows fan, so I had moved over to more or less Cisco and Linux, and I was in heaven after that. Like I said, started out as senior, quickly moved up to principal, and this Japan position actually started over a couple drinks. I was, a little tipsy, was going to a going away party for a coworker, and I, just kind of blurted out to my senior guys like, "Hey, y'all need somebody in Japan?" And they were like, "Yes." And then, the rest is rock and roll history.
Wow, bro. Wow. So, brother, you're currently in Japan, working remotely. I mean, and brother, IT has allowed you to do this, right? Not being a doctor, not being a vet, brother, not being a finance bro, not being a banker, but IT, brother, has given you this opportunity, brother, to be in Japan right now, living your dream. Ain't that right, brother?
Absolutely. So I do have an office here. So I work for an American company that's kind of worldwide. So I do have an office here in Japan, but I like you say, I mean, I work remote. So if I don't have anything planned where I physically need to do an install or fix something like that, I'm working remote. Like I said, I was just in Thailand for the week, this past week, working remote, doing trouble tickets. After I do my trouble tickets, which doesn't take me that long, the rest of the day is mine.
Wow, brother. Wow. And brother, also, bro, right? You're also getting paid in dollars, if I'm not mistaken, right? You're getting paid in dollars currency.
Yes. So that was one of the major selling points for me. I do get paid USD. But because I am a contractor, I believe it's 140,000 is all tax free. So I'm not paying any federal or state taxes at the moment. Up into
What?
140,000. Yeah, yeah. Completely
So,
tax free.
brother, so are you paying taxes in Japan though to the Japanese government,
No,
or?
no. I'm paying no taxes. I am expat status. I pay absolutely no state, no federal for the US. The only taxes I pay here in Japan, because I have a car, I pay like the road tax and insurance and things like that. But as far as something coming out of my paycheck every 2 weeks or what have you for federal, state, I pay none of that.
Damn, yo, brother, is that a US law that we need to be aware about? That where if you earn a certain amount abroad, you don't pay no taxes, right?
Correct.
What's formality there?
Yeah, I think it's God, I forgot what the paper is called. I can get back to you. But yeah, if you're an American citizen working abroad, you're considered expat status and you don't have to pay any taxes. I think it's up to 140 right now. But like I said, I was I did my military time, and I have 100% disability. That's also tax free. So my entire year salary is damn near completely tax free.
Bro, you caking right now, ain't that right, bro? You caking right now, bro?
Listen, I am not trying to brag by any means, but financially here I worry about absolutely nothing. I
Amazing,
worry about
brother.
nothing.
Amazing, bro. So, brother, you live in so you got the financial freedom, the financial security in Japan, which is now one of the most cheapest developed countries in the world right now, brother. Which is amazing. £1 equals 200 yen as of this week, brother. So, brother, I want to ask you, right? Cost of living, brother. When you compare cost of living to the cost of living in America, is Japan expensive or cheaper than America, brother?
Japan is considerably cheaper than the United States. So I have a three bedroom, 2 bath house here in Japan. I have a lot of space. I'm not cramped. I have a car and a motorcycle. Um, and yeah, I think for the house, my monthly expenses don't exceed 2K, and that's for light, water, gas, rent, everything. And like I said, I have a 3 bedroom house.
Damn. Yo, amazing, brother. So, brother, food, drinks, that's even a lot more cheaper than it is in America.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Drinks are cheaper. The overall quality of the food is better. Like no matter what your taste is for food or whatever, it is here in Japan. No matter what it is, if you like, Mexican food, you can get it here in Japan. Italian, you can get it here in Japan. I mean, if you're a huge curry fan, that is to me that's what they do best is curry here in Japan.
Wow. So, brother, tell me what you're eating on average in the morning, in the evening, and in the night for dinner. Are you eating ramen every day, bro?
No, nah, I'm not eating ramen every day, but a restaurant that I do frequent is called Coco's Curry. For my guys out there in on the West Coast of the United States, San Diego has a Coco's, I believe. Yeah, they do. I ate it. I've been to that one before, but in my opinion, if you want the best curry ever, Japan does it the best. Japan does it the best, hands down.
Damn.
But
So, brother,
yep.
go on, go on.
Nah, but because I work with the military, I have access to the grocery store.
Hello, brothers. Do you hear me, or has you dropped off? Hello, brothers. Do you hear me, or is our guest dropped off? What's going on? I can't hear the guest. Can y'all hear the guest? Can y'all hear the guest? What about the guest? Do y'all hear the guest though? Okay, let me message him. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Okay, now he's back. All right, Dimitri, you there, bro?
Yes, 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 I'm here.
So, bro, I think we were on the part where your diet. So, what do you normally eat, brother, in
Oh,
Japan?
because I pretty much work for the military. I have access to the grocery store on base. So on a day to day, because it's easy, it's comfortable. I'll go to the grocery store and just buy things I normally would. But I do frequent Coco's Curry quite often. Sushi, if I have to be on premises for something, there's a nice sushi spot right around the corner I'll go to. um the steaks here are amazing. It's probably the best steak I've had has been in Japan. Yeah, I mean, I just pretty much eat whatever I have a whatever I have a taste for. So whether that's curry, I'll go get some curry. Sushi, I'll go get some sushi. If I want a nice steak, there's plenty of steak places out here that cooks, and I mean, it is just amazing.
Wow. Have you tried wagyu beef?
Oh yes, of course, of course.
How was that, bro? How was that?
Oh man, it is so tender. It almost melts in your mouth. It's so tender.
Amazing, bro. So, brother, tell me more about, you know, being a black man in Japan right now in this month of 2024, the year 2024, in terms of how you're treated there as a black man. Are you respected? Are you embraced? What is a black man's experience there, brother, in Japan?
I haven't had any issues as far as being mistreated or anything like that. I frequent the Shibuya Ginza area a lot, and I feel right at home. Like I'm not looked at any type of way. Nobody, screws their face up when I walk by. It's always, konnichiwa, or, if it's in the morning, good morning or whatever. It's always polite, always welcoming, haven't had any issues. And I mean, even like when I go on the train or something, if I don't know where I'm going, all I have to do is ask, and somebody will be more than glad to help me. More than glad. I mean, I haven't had one negative experience here, and it'll be
Damn.
in December. In December, it'll be a year, and I've had not one negative experience.
What about from the foreigners, brother? Obviously, I think the Americans there, white British, or Chinese people there, or Indians, they don't really like black men. Brother, they're quite deep there in Japan. How they treat you there, brother? Foreigners in Japan.
I haven't had any issues with any foreigners either. I'm pretty much to myself. If I go out somewhere, I have a specific place I'm going. I go there, I do what I need to do, and I get back. Um, I haven't. I can't even name a time where a situation was questionable with a foreigner. There is one, but I was coming out of the Louis Vuitton store in Shibuya. I had, a couple bags in hand, and this lady with her family, her husband and her family, was just like looking dead in my eyes. And I'm just like, okay, do you want to say something or do you not? That's the only time I felt like something was a little questionable, because I'm not sure why she was looking dead in my eyes. But I think I want to say she was Indian, but that's the only time anything is questionable, that I ran into anything that was questionable. That was it.
Wow, incredible, brother. So, brother, so you frequent Ginza, huh? Quite often. So, brother, you bougie, huh? You bougie, bro.
I've been called bougie more than once. Yeah.
Fantastic, bro. Fantastic, man. I love hearing brothers living that good life, man. That's what I want to hear. And I want to get you brothers out there watching this live stream to live the life that Demetrius is living. So make sure you join the Python course, brothers, man. Get into IT. Me and Phil are giving you the opportunity of a lifetime where we teach you interactively over Zoom every week, brothers. There ain't nothing better than that, brothers, right? So get into IT, brothers, man. So next question for you, brother, right, is now, brother, in terms of, um, hold on. So, brother, in terms of Japanese people, bro, so how are they like, brother? Are they introverts? Are they extroverts? Are they mean people? Are they kind people? Overall, how are Japanese people like, bro?
What I noticed quickly when I got here is that everyone is pretty much to themselves. But like I said, if you ask a question, they will answer you and they will try their best to help you. It's just, everybody's pretty much to themselves, and it's going to be, kind of difficult for foreigners coming here to, because of the language barrier and everything. But once you learn Japanese, especially enough to carry on a conversation, I mean, the sky's the limit at that point. But yeah, for the most part, they are kind of reserved to themselves. But I mean, if you talk, they'll respond, and they're not rude about anything at all.
Wow, incredible, bro. But have you experienced any sort of slurs towards you, any sort of racial slurs like the N word, or
No,
words like, oh, okay, from anyone, Japanese or
from anyone,
foreigners? No,
anyone. Nope.
awesome, fantastic, bro. Um, so now, brother, so what do you do in your leisure time, brother, in your free time, bro? Are you masquerading for Akihabara, buying up manga and anime, brother, every day, or
I do go to Akihabara pretty often. Well, at the moment, I'm kind of revamping my home lab. So there's a place in Akihabara called Yodobashi. Um, for all you tech enthusiasts there, it kind of reminds me of a micro center, but a micro center kind of like on steroids. And I think I want to say it has 9 or 10 floors of nothing but tech stuff, like cameras, GoPros, computers, computer fans, anything you could think of tech is in this place called Yodobashi. I kind of frequent there a lot, so much so that they gave me like a discount card for whenever I come in. Um, oh, and that's another thing. Most of the shops here are tax free for foreigners, so all you have to do is show your passport, and you can get tax free on pretty much anything that you purchase. I haven't ran into a situation where I wasn't able to get tax free, but I don't carry around my passport, everywhere I go because I live here. But yeah, moving out here, one of my boxes that had all of my Dragon Ball statues didn't make it out here. So I'm kind of going back and getting that collection up again. And yeah, like if you're into anime and video games, Akihabara is the place for you. Like you could just get off the train at the station and you're right in the mix.
Brother, is Yodobashi in Shinjuku?
They may have one in Akihabara.
Okay, I think I went there actually in my time in Japan. Yeah, that was a big store. Yes, indeed,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Was it there?
yeah. They may have
Incredible.
one in Shinjuku. Yeah.
Damn. Amazing intel so far, brother. So now, brother, in terms of culture, right? You're currently there, boots on the ground. What's the culture like in Japan, brother? Is it conservative? Is it liberal? Is it in the middle of both? Break it down, brother,
Um.
for us. In your opinion.
So I want to say it's conservative now, but do I see little aspects of the liberal trying to move in? Absolutely.
What do you
I'll
mean?
give you an example. I got you right here. I'm in Shibuya walking around, and they have certain sections of the road blocked off. Not Shibuya crossing because I don't think they'll ever block that off. But if you navigate on up, away from the crossing, they have certain sections of the road blocked off, and it was for a pride parade. And like
What?
it stops me dead in my tracks, and I'm just like, I have to scratch my head for a second. I'm like, really? But yeah,
What?
it was a pride parade in the middle of Shibuya, definitely. And this was, I want to say, a month ago. Yeah, probably about a month ago.
What's going
Yeah,
on?
that's the only thing that I've seen. And I'm real good friends with my realtor, the lady who got me this house. We talk just about every day. And she was telling me that Japan tries to follow what the United States does in certain aspects, and this is one of those aspects. Do I see it being as radicalized as in the United States? No, but it's here nonetheless.
Oh, okay. Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Damn.
I mean,
Brother,
I honestly do not see it becoming an issue like it is in the States. I honestly don't, but it is here.
let me ask this then, right? So, huh. So, any other liberal stuff you saw out there in Japan, bro, that you've seen?
No, that was the only thing that kind of like stood out. I mean, that one kind of smacked me in the face. Um, that's pretty much the only thing. I mean, like I said, for the most part, as Japan as a whole is still conservative. You don't really not unless you're in a place like Shibuya on a Friday or Saturday night. You really don't see, girls dress provocatively or anything like that. For the most part, the women are covered up like completely. Um, and yeah, I mean, but Shibuya is like a younger crowd anyway. So, but that was the only thing that I seen as far as liberal is concerned was that pride parade. Yeah, that was the only thing I saw.
Flipping heck, yo, we gotta watch that, because that's how it starts, bro. It starts from that little stuff to getting bigger,
Right.
to then getting, then women start copying how awful American chicks act in the dating scene. Oh my goodness! And obviously, but we will get to the woman part in a second, but I'm a bit concerned there, bro. I did not expect Japan to cower down, or you know to Western demands, because obviously, but that came from America, bro. That comes from the
Yeah.
West. Keep it
I mean,
fact.
and I will say this: everybody that was out really wasn't paying attention to it. The only people that were, paying attention to the parade were the people, actively participating in the parade. Everybody else, and I'm sure you've been to Shibuya before. It's there's people everywhere. Nobody else was really concerned about the parade. So that kind of,
Okay.
there's a little glimmer of hope there, but there was indeed a pride parade in Shibuya.
Okay. So next question for you, brother. Right. So how are you meeting people and making friends there, brother? Now that you're permanently living in Japan, bro.
I just get out, man. You just got to get out in the mix. You just got to fully immerse yourself into it and try to learn the language. I mean, they'll laugh and giggle at you as you're attempting to speak Japanese, but it's not in a bad way. They're just impressed that you're trying to learn, and then they may even try to speak English back with you. You just I just get out and just walk around, just meet people, ask questions, and that's usually how it happens.
Okay, brother. So, brother, do you have like a lot of Japanese friends now? Have you met them like in, by you going to
Um,
izakayas, on?
not a lot. I would say I have about 6 or 7 at the moment, and ironically enough, they're all female.
And how did you meet them, bro?
I met one when I was trying to find a place to live out here. I met a few other on Tinder. Tinder's heavy out here. Tinder is heavy out here. Um, and then I met a few of them just being out and about and getting lost and having throw my Japanese together and try to figure out where I'm at and where I'm trying to go.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. So, brother, so would you say that, you know, um, Japan is a man society, right? Like it's for men, it's for men. Obviously, but we know in the West, where we know the Western countries aren't for men anymore. But Japan,
Mhm.
is it a man's society, is a man's world?
Um, I would say in some aspects, yes. You can definitely be a manly man here, and it will not get you shunned if you would. But then again, you really don't need to be that here. You can just be yourself. And I mean, if that's who you are, a manly man, cool. I mean, I don't think the girls really like the overly buff guys and stuff like that. They just like normal everyday guys. But I mean, you will not get shunned for being masculine here. Definitely not. Definitely not.
Okay. But would you say that men run Japan though? Men have the power. Men, run Japan, bro. Would you say
Yes,
so?
I do. Yes, yes, yes. Because most of the Japanese women, they want to be housewives. From what I've seen, they want to be housewives.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's fantastic, brother. That's what I want to hear, bro. That's what I want to hear. And brother, brother, you're in a perfect situation right now, brother. Let me tell you, brother, right? You're earning dollars, brother, tax free. You are better off, brother, than the average Japanese person keeping it as that, brother. So, brother, you can have your picking, brother. If you want a 21-year-old chick, brother, she will happily submit to you, brother, for that protection and provision and be a housewife, brother. While you're working remotely, brother, and you got a bad Japanese chick at home giving you that, good. Is that what you're leaning towards, brother? Is that your?
I'm gonna be honest. I tried the whole relationship thing out here. It was my first like actual attempt at a relationship in a very long time, because I had pretty much quit dating in the States. It just got so bad. But I quickly realized that I don't like clinginess, and the Japanese girl I was, talking to at the time, she was a bit clingy, and nah, that's not for me. And then, I had a nice little talk with myself. I'm like, I'm still young. I have the entire world at my fingertips. So I'm just like, well, what's the rush? There's still places. There's still places on this earth I plan to visit. And I can't, and just like you said at the very beginning of the stream, freedom. I am a free man, and I'm gonna conduct myself as such. If I want to go to Australia tomorrow, I'm gonna book a flight and go. I don't have to ask nobody. I don't have to ask anybody a question. I mean, I'll definitely let my job know so they'll know where I'm at. But as far as asking permission, no.
Bro, you live in the life right now, but you can travel anywhere around the world, work remotely, work on your schedule. That's just awesome, bro. Brother, IT has given you that lifestyle, and that goes on to my next question here, brother. Right, lifestyle, brother. What kind of lifestyle are you living in Japan right now, brother? Are you, brother, in your opinion, living an upper middle class or a high value lifestyle, brother? Top 1% of the top 1%.
I would definitely say.
So go on, bro. He's dropped off. Yeah, he'll be back, brothers. IT, man. If this is inspiring you, if this is lit up a fire in you right now, join the Python course, man. Join the Python course, brothers. It ain't a game out here, man. That's a life. Freedom. IT gives freedom. It does. There'll be a time where me and Theo, we gonna step back and chill, because we've done our work. But while we're still free to teach you, brothers, take advantage of it. Let me bring in Dimitri back.
Yeah.
So Dimitri, you dropped off part of lifestyle, brother.
Okay. Yeah. I would say I'm definitely above middle class. I don't consider myself rich, because I feel like that's a subjective term to whoever is using it. But I will say this: when I got out here, I bought a brand new 2023 Hayabusa. It has 0 miles on it. I bought a 2019 Mercedes CLS 550 AMG full package. There's a few stores in Shibuya that I frequent that they know me by my first name. And a few places in the Ginza where I frequent that they know me by my first name. So I would say I'm living the life that I've always wanted to live, which is one of complete freedom, like complete freedom. Like I want for nothing. If I do want something, I just go get it, whatever it is.
Brother, Hayabusa is a motorcycle, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Brother, you bought that? Damn.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yo, brother.
It's sitting out in my driveway right now, man. No lie, man.
What was that? Sorry, I missed that, bro.
I said it's sitting out in my driveway right now. No lie.
Amazing, brother. So let me ask this then, brother, right? So with the amount of money you make, brother, okay, do you invest in the Japanese stock market? Are you into crypto? Are you into American stocks? Break it down for us, bro.
Nah, I don't invest in anything Japanese as of yet. Actually, that really hasn't crossed my mind. I still invest in my crypto and US stocks, which I'm kicking myself in the butt because I should have invested in
Nvidia.
Nvidia. Yeah,
Thank you.
they are taking off right now, man.
Mm,
Yeah, I definitely missed that one. But crypto definitely all of my original investments from the last stream that we talked about are still there. And I still invest in those.
amazing, brother. Amazing. Um, shout out to Quiet Storm DJ for the support. Appreciate you, bro. Wow, look at that, man. Thank you very much for the kindness donation, brother. Just stopping through to show support. 100% IT is the key to the future. You hear that, brothers? IT is the key to the future, and the IT train will go, right. It won't be here forever. While there's time to get into it, brothers. But while there's time to get into IT, get into it. Okay. So it is the future. IT, crypto, stocks, remote working, and tech is the way of the black man right now. Keep doing great work, IP. Thank you for the kind words, bro. Salute you, brother. Awesome, awesome. Shout out to Mr. Um, Ola Femai for the support. I've already joined. I'm waiting for the 28th. Looking forward to teaching you, brother. Python. Looking forward to teaching you, brother. Awesome, awesome. Brothers, man, if you miss out, you miss out. Limited spots. Go and join a Python course. So, brother, high value lifestyle you're living right now, brother, in Japan, which is awesome, bro. Do you feel like there's any hate towards you? Because, brother, you're obviously doing well as a black man, right? Any hate
Mhm.
towards you from Japanese people, foreigners at all?
No, no, not at all. Not at all. I can give you a quick little story. I was out in Yokohama, having a drink with a couple friends. They're American. We were trying to find a place to go. Walked one of my buddies walked up to this group of Japanese guys and asked him. You know, he completely left his group of friends to help us out. Not only did he, you know, explain everything to us, he even went and had a drink with us, paid for our drinks. We were going to get something to eat. He accompanied us to get something to eat. Like any question that we had, he was ready and willing to answer. And in any question, you know, he had for us, we were answering. I mean, I've never experienced a place that's so friendly ever, ever, but here.
Amazing, brother. Flipping heck, bro. You're living the life out there, Dimitri, man. And that's how it's supposed to be, brother. Because guess what, Dimitri,
Exactly.
right? You know, imagine working so hard, right, to get those IT certs, get the IT experience, right? And your own community and even people outside your own community don't respect you. The data scene is trash in the West. You ain't getting no love. So you have all these resources, right, brother? All these
Hmm.
qualifications, right? And the data market and the people in the country you're from are just terrible people in general, brother. But it's
Right.
frustrating, bro. I've been
It
through there,
is.
bro.
It really is. It really is.
Break it down for me, brother.
So I honestly feel like leaving the United States was probably the best decision I made in my life. Not only for the financial aspect, because there's no way that you're going to be working in the United States and not, you know, paying taxes, but just, you know, just it's just the freedom that I feel. Like it is, it's almost hard to explain. When we spoke initially to set up this live stream, I told you I was in Thailand. Like I was sitting on the balcony of my hotel, just just looking over the city and just like, man, like I did it. Like I made it. I made it. And I have moments like that all the time, especially when I'm going somewhere new. Like I just sit back and just be like, wow. Like never in a million years when I was growing up or when I was, in the thick of it and in the military launching aircraft for 16, 17 hours straight, never did I think at the end of all that it would be something like this waiting for me. Never. Like I'm probably gonna have to get a new passport soon because like, I'm running out of pages, and that's the God honest truth. Like I'm running out of pages in my passport. And the one thing that I value the most is, I have two kids. My son, he'll be 20 in March next year. I'm putting him through college. Um, and then my daughter, she's here with me now for the summer. Like I just took her to Thailand. Like I fly her here to Japan. She's been here since, I want to say the end of May. And we go everywhere together. I was like, hey, baby, let's go to Thailand. She's like, okay. So I booked the flight. She got her passport. I got mine. We hop on the plane. We out of here. And there's no questions asked. That's the thing that I value the most is being able to do things for my kids. Like honestly, the military is a good stepping stone, but to provide the things for my kids like I am now, I wouldn't have been able to do it without IT, honestly.
Damn.
I would not have been able to do it.
Damn. Amazing, brother. So you're putting your son through college. You're paying for your son's college fees, brother, which is incredible, brother. And you're also taking your daughter's trips abroad, brother. So that means, brother, the what's the word for it? The expendable cash you have, brother, is making you go even further when living in Japan because it's so cheap. That's the life there, bro.
Correct.
That's how it should be. Looking after your kids if possible. I don't think kids are entitled, to be taking care 24/7. Well, they are kids, right? But if you can do it, cool, whatever, right?
Right.
So they got that right from you. Then you're living your life, brother. I mean, brother, I can't imagine that kind of lifestyle happening for you in America, brother. I can't.
Nah.
Impossible.
Definitely
right?
not.
That ain't happening, bro.
Nah, it is not. It is not. Yeah, man. This has been, like I said, the best decision I've probably could have made for myself. Definitely. And when I was in Thailand, I was plotting my next move, trying to figure out what's next. I'm renting the house that I'm in now. There's a lot of abandoned houses in and around this area in Japan. You could probably get a pretty decent one for about 45-50,000. Put another 45-50,000 in it to modernize it, to the way you like, and you have a house essentially that is yours, that is paid for. I think that's probably going to be my next move, is to buy something, fix it up to the way I like it, and then I have a house here in Japan paid for that is mine.
Amazing, brother. And where do you think you're gonna buy that, bro? Would that be like in Tokyo? Would that be in Osaka? Would that be in
I got to stay close to work just in case, I'm needed for something. I actually have to go in. So the farthest I would go is probably Yokohama. That's a good midpoint for, my job. And I want to say Yokohama is what, like a 30-45 minute train ride to Tokyo. And like, I'm right there in the mix. So yeah, I feel like Yokohama would probably be a good midpoint for me.
Amazing, brother. Like, brother, Before I even say this statement, hold on there. Shout out to Prince for the support. I signed up for the Python class, so ready for this life-changing experience. Yes, indeed, brother. Yes, indeed. And wait until what me and Theo have planned for, brother. So my Python with what Theo is doing, my Python course with what Theo with Theo's course as well. Put that together, y'all gonna be unstoppable in this IT scene. You're getting taught by me, the Python master. Theo, the cloud master. Okay. And I strongly recommend you take Theo's course, but we're going to have a stream on that coming very, very soon because we ain't playing no games here. I'm teaching you brothers Python from beginners to intermediate. Okay. So I'm literally um, uh, taking you brother step by step from the very beginning of Python to an intermediate stage where you have your own project, where we work on a big project, doing many tasks, brothers. Right, my Python course is verified and certified. You can see in the streams I've done in the past. If you miss out, you miss out. There's only a small amount of spaces, right? If you miss out, I ain't gonna take anyone else. So go and book your spot right now before it goes. It will go quickly, like it always does. Okay. I'll see you in class, Prince. I'll see you in class, bro. So next question for you, brother, right,
Yes, sir.
is over the past couple of months, Mr. Dimitri, I've been speaking about getting, you know, 1 million black men over to Japan by the end of 2025. Is that uh, is that dream too big, brother? Or should you be aiming for a million black men over to Japan, or is that too much, brother? Break it down for me, bro.
Nah, I don't think any dream is too big. Nah, it's not. I mean, just like I told you when we initially talked, like I honestly feel like this entire region, the Southeast Asia region, is just up for the taking. Whoever is man enough to step up and take it and hold on to it, it is yours. I don't see anybody that's really like that really has their thumb on anything out here. Like, yeah, I mean, I could do it, but that's I'm a low key kind of guy. I like playing the background, and popping out when I feel like I need to. But for that person that likes to be out front, it's you can take it. It's trust me. This entire area is up for the taking, man. Is you can get your million black men here in Japan, and then I would say you can get another million in Bangkok. I want Malaysia is probably going to be my next my next venture. So I'll definitely see how it is out there. But yeah, here, oh yeah. I mean, it's paradise here. It's paradise here.
Wow, paradise, amazing, brother. Brother, I think it's very telling that a foreign country is seen as paradise to you than America, your home country, brother. That's very telling. That's sad, in my opinion, bro.
Yeah,
Like
it is. It
the country
is.
the country that you were born and raised in, brother, right, is a country where you can't stand it anymore. Where it's where you gotta leave to a different country, which is far away from America, and that's paradise to you. That shows you how much America has fell off and every other Western country. UK done fell off too, brothers. UK done fell off too. English chicks are some of the worst women you want to marry or date in your life, brothers. American chicks too. So we're giving we in my streams, me, Theo, the brother Dimitri, we're showing you the blueprint. IT. IT, then you can actually look into stocks, crypto, traveling. But IT is a core foundation for everything that a passport bro needs. And if you're not thinking about getting into IT, I feel sorry for you. I genuinely feel sorry for black men that are not even thinking about getting into IT. I feel sorry for you. So in five
Yeah.
years' time, right, 1 year from now, don't come crying to me about hey, IP, IT, IT, IT. I've been telling you, brothers, for the past what 3-4 years, IT. Look at the interviews on my channel. Look at what Theo's doing. Look at what I'm doing. And y'all don't want to be a part of this? Y'all want to be in the West all day, fantasizing? Guess what? I'm living the dream. Dimitri living the dream. Theo living the goddamn dream too, brothers, man. Isn't that right, Dimitri? Isn't that right, Dimitri?
Absolutely. Like I mean, there's nights that I go to sleep and just, I'm laying down in bed and I'm just thinking, like, why didn't I do this sooner? Like, why didn't I do this sooner? But everything happens when it's supposed to. I honestly don't think I would have been equipped to handle everything that was thrown at me if I did it sooner. I honestly don't think I would have been able to navigate certain situations, and especially with the money. Like, I definitely would have been broke if I was out here, if I was doing this a lot younger. So yeah, I mean, I can't stress this enough. Like, if you're not doing IT right now, like, what exactly are you doing? Like, I mean, it's the only industry that's not going anywhere. It's only going to evolve. And if you like to learn, if you like to continuously learn, IT is the place where you need to be. There's just no other way around it. Whether it's networking like me, or automation with Python, like IP is saying. I mean, there is, once you start this journey, you can, later on figure out what you like most, or what you feel like you would be strong in. But just getting the core foundation down will open up so many doors. I mean, just getting your Sec Plus cert will open up so many doors. And then it's off to the races from there. It's off to the races. I would definitely learn a programming language like Python. I would definitely do that. And the only thing that's going to do is make you more marketable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got Sec Plus, a programming language. You can go anywhere. Do anything with those two. I mean, the sky is the literal limit. Like, trust me. I'm living proof. Trust me.
Facts, bro. Facts. And brothers, there's benefit in doing my Python course, because guess what? I'll be teaching you interactively, right? No other course is teaching you interactively. I am, right? It'll be a live classroom setting. Plus, you'll be around other groups of brothers, your peers, right? Your classroom group, friends for life, right? Your networking group. I mean, a brother could finish the course with you 6 months from now, get his first IT job, and recommend you for an IT job in the same company. Or maybe 5 years from now, he becomes a director and there's a job opening in his company. And he remembers Dimitri in the Python course. He was a good guy. Push you through for the interview stages, you get the job. I mean, it's all about networking as well, brothers, man. Word of mouth, skill set, technical skills, having vision, having direction. We're giving you these opportunities, brothers. Me and Theo, the IT passport bros. Take it, man. Take it. The world is yours, brothers. So now, Dimitri, right? Great live stream so far, brother. Okay. I mean, before I say this question, shout out to Eric Mogadishu for the support. What's your experience between Thailand and Japan, brother? You there, Dimitri? The Matrix. Funny how we talk about elevating black men, we talk about, lifting up black men, and the Matrix keeps disrupting Dimitri's internet. That's crazy, bro. That's the Matrix for you, right?
Yeah, I've never had internet problems since I've ever. Like, I have my own network set up in my office. I've Like this is the first time I've ever had internet problems. It's weird.
It's a matrix, bro. You know, and there is a matrix. It's either Keisha or it's a matrix, but F it, bro. You know, the matrix can't stop intelligent brothers like us, man. They ain't gonna
Right.
stop us, man. No,
Right.
go on, bro.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So shout out to Eric Mogadishi for the support. He says here, question to you, brother. What's your experience between Thailand and Japan?
That is a really, really, really good question. The way that I sum it up is I pretty much think of Japan as more of business, and Thailand would be more of, the pleasure aspect. You can relax, you can party, but you can do all of that here in Japan too. Don't get me wrong. But it's the party scene is completely different between the two. Thailand is a lot more relaxed. Your money goes even further in Thailand than here in Japan. If you're using USD, oh man, it's amazing. I mean, to be honest, you'd have to experience it for yourself, man. I like Thailand. I just got back. I think it's probably my 5th time going to Thailand. It's just I just go there to cook up new ideas, just relax, if I'm in Pattaya, I just sit by the beach, have a coconut, have my laptop in my lap, and just relax, just think, just what's my next move? What is it that I want to do next? That's kind of what I use Thailand for. And then I come back to Japan and implement everything.
Amazing, brother. Amazing. So, Dimitri, I'm going to ask you a question here, brother. Okay. And this question, Dimitri, okay, is potentially, right, in my opinion, brother, okay, the most important question in the history of mankind, brother.
Okay.
Right? It's a question, brother, that in my opinion has transcended centuries of human civilization, brother, because it's so powerful. Okay. It's a question, brother, that's so well known that aliens living in Jupiter, Mars, and Pluto are very well aware of this question, brother. Okay. It's a question so pure and powerful, brother. It can turn water into wine and vice versa. Okay.
All right.
It's a question so powerful, brother. It can stop a meteorite from destroying planet Earth, brother. Okay. It's a question so powerful, brother, so pure, potent, and intricate. It can probably bring, right, someone from people from the dead, right, and revive them to alive, brother. Okay, it can revive dead people. It's so powerful, brother. It's a question so electrifying, brother. Okay, it can cause tsunamis, earthquakes, and tornadoes, brother. Okay, this question right now, Dimitri, I'm about to ask you, brother, is: are the women in Japan, my brother, checking super duper extra heavy, right, for black men and passport bros, brother, in Japan in 2024 right now, brother? Break it down for me, brother, please.
Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Especially around my area, Yokosuka. There's a naval base maybe 20 minutes from my house. Definitely around my area. I want to say definitely I didn't have any issues in Yokohama, and definitely don't have any issues in Tokyo. Like I said, if you guys can find a way to communicate, just the sky's the limit. The only thing is you got to get over that language barrier. That's the only thing. After that, I'm telling you, you're good to go. Good to go. Good to go. Good to go. I'll tell you a quick story. When I first got here, I want to say when I first moved into my house, the first realtor that I went to, I'm real cool with her. She wanted to put me on to her homegirl, beautiful, whatever, whatever. I'm like, all right, let's go for it. But I had already started talking to another Japanese girl. Come to find out, them two were best friends. So I got caught up within maybe 2 weeks of me even being here. So I was just like, oh man, this is not off to a good start. But I mean, it's here. It's here. You can have your pick. You can have your pick. It is here. It is here.
Wow. So brother, so tell me your dating life right now. But actually, not necessarily dating life, right? But the vibe that Japanese chicks are giving you. Are you getting tuning signals?
Of
Are these women
course.
staring you down? You know, oh, break it down for me, brother. Fire away. Yeah.
Not so much staring you down, but like, you know, you can be walking around and you can feel it. You can feel if somebody's looking at you, whether it's an inviting look or kind of like a stay away from me type look. You can tell, and I've never got that stay away from me kind of look. But I'm still working on my Japanese. It is coming along very slowly, but I'm working. Um, so that's my issue, is the reason why I haven't really taken off like I wanted to. Is just the language barrier. But if you can find one that speaks decent English, man, sky's the limit. Trust me, I see it all the time. All these English pubs that's around, Yokohama, Yokosuka. That's all you see is black dudes with Japanese girls.
What?
That's all
What?
you see. That's all you see. That's all
Brother,
you see.
brother, you're telling me, right? You're seeing black dudes with good-looking dime Japanese chicks.
Yes, and not the skinny ones either. Not the skinny ones either.
Flipping heck, bro. So, brother, let me ask this right, because some brothers believe that Japanese women favor light-skinned black men more than dark-skinned black men. But from what you see right now, boots on the ground, are dark-skinned black men getting love from Japanese chicks?
That's pretty much all I've seen is dark skinned black men. I haven't I haven't really I haven't really seen too many light skinned dudes that's really out in the streets like that. I haven't seen them. It's always the dark skinned guy. Like the one situation I'm referring to at the English pub, this was a dark skinned dude who had long dreads, dressed nice, um, but his chick was slightly taller than him. She was built nice, but you could tell that like he ran the relationship. You could tell, like it was just that obvious. And I haven't really seen too many light skinned guys with Japanese girls. I haven't really
Wow.
seen. It's always the dark skin. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm sitting here going back in my mind trying to see if I missed something or anything like that. Nah, I have not. Nope.
Damn. So, brother, you said that not just a skinny Japanese chick. So, but you're seeing black men with skinny Japanese chicks, but also is that slim, thick, gym thick type chicks as well, brother? You're seeing? Is that quite
Yes,
common as well?
definitely, definitely. Now the thicker ones are few and far in between. I'm not gonna lie, but they are out there, and you will see them 9 times out of 10 with a black dude. I'm not
Oh,
even
brother,
not even
brother, you
lying.
just dropped off, brother. So, brother, you're telling me that in Japan right now there are some women that are hitting the gym.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely,
Lord, Lord have mercy, bro. Lord
absolutely,
have mercy.
absolutely.
Brother, you're seeing slim, thick, gym thick, right? With nice thighs, a bit of curves, right? And you're seeing them with black men too, bro.
Yes, yes, I am.
God damn. Yo, paradise, bro. That's heaven for a brother.
It is. It is.
Yo, Lord have mercy.
It definitely is. It definitely is.
And Dimitri, that proves my point, bro, because like for me, right, I think black men, right, need to right prioritize Japanese chicks if you're into Asian chicks, because you won't get this type of love in Korea or China. I'm keeping it real with you, brothers, right? China, Korea, forget about China, because I don't believe that the average Chinese chick wants a black dude. Korean chick, it leans more negative than positive. And I'm not, it's possible, but there's some tricks there. Japan is where black men need to be, right? And in my opinion, Dimitri, I believe that Japanese women and black men have always meant to be together, Theo. In my opinion, I believe that black men, and I think Umar Johnson and Tariq Nasheed, they may take some offense to my comments here, but personally, I believe that, you know, it is Japanese women and not black women that are the best women for black men.
You know, I mean, I definitely see it, but my kind of stance on it, if I may, is that I feel like
Mhm.
if whoever whoever you like, whoever you fall in love with, whatever, whether she's Japanese, whether she's Korean, whether she's Filipino, whatever, go for it. Go for it. Like, we are free out here. You are not bound by your geographical area at the moment. There is an entire world out here that you can explore, and you can find out what works best for you.
Amazing, bro. Amazing. So, Dimitri, so aside from Japanese chicks, right, are you seeing black men with other nationalities of women? Maybe Indonesians, Malaysians, white women, black women, brother. Break it down for me, bro.
I can tell you this: black women out here gets no love from black men. I will tell you
Damn.
that straight off the bat. Yeah, that's not
What?
happening. That is not happening here. Nope, not at all. Um, Filipinas, yes, and that can be a whole nother stream, because I went to the Philippines twice since I've been out here. Um, Filipinas, definitely. I would say Malaysian, yes, but I'm gonna find out firsthand next month. Um, definitely, yeah. I mean, yeah, we are definitely winning here in every category. I feel like, whether it's Japanese, whether she's Filipina, whether she's, what have I seen? I haven't seen any of us with any Indian,
Don't care for
but
it, bro.
yeah, they're here. They're here because it's a whole, it's, the whole Tokyo is a whole melting pot. So everything's there. But yeah, I feel like we're winning overall here. I feel like we're winning overall, despite what anybody wants to say, despite what anybody thinks. Like, I mean, we run the culture. Like, it's us. Nobody else has the influence around the world like we do. Nobody. So in all
You
aspects, I feel like we're winning.
so you're telling me that black culture is quite strong in Japan?
Yes, 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 yes. What was I? It was something I was watching, and this Japanese, rap artist was, I mean, almost mimicking Pop Smoke, like the dance, everything, knew every word to his song, every word. Like hip hop culture, Black American hip hop culture is driving everything nowadays, even here in Japan.
Amazing, brother. Amazing. Brother, are there a lot of Indian people there in Japan?
Um, yeah, in Tokyo, yes. Not so much around the area where I live, but in Tokyo, yes, yes. There's more in Thailand, but there's definitely some here in Japan, definitely.
Okay. And what about Chinese?
No, I haven't ran into too many Chinese. I haven't.
Okay.
I can't say that I have.
Is there a lot of black people, brother, growing there in Japan from what you're seeing?
Around the Navy base, yes, I do see. I do see some. You know, some half black, half Japanese. Uh, when I go to Tokyo, yep, I definitely see it there. Even in the airport, man, I coming through the Haneda Airport last night. The first thing I see is a Japanese lady holding a mixed baby. I'm fresh
Damn.
off the plane, walking through. I make it through customs right there at baggage claim. It's a Japanese woman holding a mixed baby.
Amazing. And guess what, brothers? There's going to be a lot more Japanese women holding mixed babies, half black, half Japanese, Lord willing, coming very soon. Make a note of that, brothers. That's coming very soon. 1 million black men to Japan by the end of next year to make babies with 1 million Japanese chicks. Let's make it happen, brothers. Let's make it happen, man. So, brother, brother, there is there is a black, sizable black population in Tokyo. I'm guessing mostly in Tokyo, where you see black people, right, in numbers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Fantastic.
it's mainly around Tokyo. I think I might go to Osaka next weekend. So I wanna get around there, Osaka, Kyoto, and see what it's looking like out there. But definitely around Tokyo. Definitely around Tokyo.
Amazing, bro. Shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master traveling east for the support. Yo, IP, Legendary stream as always. Quick question. Do you teach web development and design in Python? And if so, can it be used for online business? Okay, so I teach Python beginners to intermediate, and it will be a project-based course. We'll be working on a huge project where you can show employers that you worked on a project. And more details will be in the course itself. Do I teach web development and design? No, I don't. I only teach Python from the very beginning to an intermediate level. But you can obviously do that in Python, but I don't teach that. Can it be used for online business? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Okay. So you can build what you want in Python and you use it for your business, whether it's a website, whether it's an application. You can build it in Python, and maybe it can become a business for you in the future. Bear in mind, I teach beginners to intermediate in Python. We'll be doing a lot of tasks, and we'll be working on a very big project for you guys to share to future employers. I got you, brothers, covered, man. That's why brothers love my course, and it's been a very successful part of the channel so far. Shout out to Mr. Shao Khan for the support. I really loved your honesty in your last episode. Black males need to learn the truth so they can find solutions to problems rather than living a lie that we are the most desirable. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much, Shao Khan. This is why this channel is very respected. Notice how I have touched upon many countries, right? And there are countries where it has good reputation on the channel, and then I bring on a brother who speaks about bad things about that country. So on this channel, right, we don't lie to y'all, right? It ain't right, Dimitri. But notice how Dimitri, I never lies to brothers on this
Absolutely.
channel. I give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Ain't that right, bro?
Yes, definitely.
You know, so brothers, this channel will not lie to you. We're not here to cap. If something happens that will affect black men, I'm gonna speak on it. Now, I told you, brothers, right? In the West, we are not as desired as you think. The white man gets the most women in the West. He gets the black girls, the white girls, the white woman, the Asian chicks. It is what it is. You know, the West is the white man's kingdom. And some of y'all are in your feels about that. Well, guess what? That's the truth. So get your passport, bro. Get your passport. The other day, right, I saw 20 white men with Asian woman. I did not see one black guy with an Asian woman in the UK in the past 6 months. Actually, in the past year, brothers. I always see lonely black men in the UK with no chick. And if they are with women, in many cases, right, in some cases, the women they're with are not good looking. but I see the white man with every single other race of woman, right? Yeah, and that's facts. That's the truth, bro, brother. In your time in America, right, you saw how white men were cleaning up, right, with every race of woman, and black men were getting the scraps, so they were lonely. Ain't that right, bro?
Absolutely. Like
Speak.
overseas, man. Um, I I I I haven't come across a situation yet where a woman outside of the West was not intrigued to hear, my story or anything. I haven't. And then once then and that's the initial icebreaker. Once you start the conversation, the rest is history. And I have not ran into a situation that I would face in the West anywhere else. Not one time. Not one time.
Facts, bro. Facts. Shout out to Mr. Shao Kahn for the support. But I want to add something. I think not only have white males surpassed us in the dating market, Indians and Asians too have access to the most beautiful black girls. Meanwhile, we don't have access to this. This brother is speaking facts here. I have noticed in the past 2 years, right? Ever since K-pop became a big thing, right? Asian men have overtaken black men in the Western dating market. Let's not lie to ourselves as black men. I'm gonna keep it real with you brothers, right? Black men have fallen down the dating totem pole in the West. It is white men first, then Asian men, then Latino men, and then black men. I'm gonna keep it real with you brothers, right? K-pop has elevated Asian men into a whole different level. I'm seeing Asian dudes in the UK with good-looking black girls, good-looking white girls, obviously Asian chicks, right? And I actually saw two mixed race women, half black, half white, with Asian dudes in the past month. But some of you brothers, IP, we got rap, we tall IP, we strong. These chicks don't care about that anymore, brothers. Because guess what? In the grand scheme of things, is resources. The white man's got Tesla. The white man got Google. The white man, he got Volkswagen. The Chinese man got TikTok. The Chinese man got Alibaba. The Korean man has Samsung. The Korean man has Hyundai and K-pop. What the hell do we as black men have, brothers? Yes, let's keep it a stack. Let's keep it 100, fam. No, I ain't here to lie to brothers, bro. Women see that. Women know who has the resources and the power, and they are now drawn towards that, brother. Ain't that right, Dimitri?
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
stop lying to yourself, brothers, man. Stop lying to yourselves. Our image is horrible. We have no power. We don't have a single corporation, right, that is run by a black man. But the Chinese have, the Indians have, the whites have, the Arabs have. Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't play with me, brothers, man. Don't play with me, cards. I ain't here to lie to brothers. I ain't here to cap to brothers, man. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. Flipping heck, cuz. Damn. On this channel, we don't lie on this channel, bro. We give you the hardcore true facts, bro. So, next question for you, brother, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
In regards to Japanese woman, brother, when you compare Japanese woman to American woman, brother, in 2024, what's the main difference? What makes Japanese chicks better than American chicks, brother?
The femininity. I mean, there's no contest there. No, there's none. I mean, a Japanese woman is feminine through and through. Feminine through and through. Like if she doesn't know you, she's not, making eye contact with you and stuff like that. Like on the train or whatever. Um they they cover themselves up. I mean, from head to toe, they're covered. They're not exposing anything about themselves or anything like that. that was the one thing that I noticed right off the bat when I got off the plane with my 2 suitcases and my book bag on my back. I was like, all right, I'm here. Was the femininity in women.
Amazing, brother. Amazing. So, brother, we live in the year 2024, and unfortunately, Western products like Instagram, Twitter, etc., etc., push out Western degeneracy, brother. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
are you seeing that degeneracy spread amongst Japanese chicks in Japan right now from your eyes only, brother? Or would you say Japanese women, for the most part, they're safe from that and they're still wifey, brother? Give us your opinion, please.
Oh, I do feel like, so it really depends on the age range, right? I do honestly feel like Japanese women are wife material, but like I said, it really depends on, the age range that you go. I feel like, the how can I put this? In their 20s, you might get a little, social media issues and things like that, depending on, how popular she is and things like that. But early, late 20s, early 30s, in that range, I think you're good. I think you're good. Most of that age range, they just want to work and go home. That's pretty much it. Yeah, they may go out and have a drink with some coworkers and things like that, but they're not like the younger crowd, falling out in the in the middle of the street and stuff like that.
Oh, so wait, are you saying that early 20s, mid 20s Japanese women are women that we should be avoiding in our time in Japan?
Mm, yes, from what I've seen and what I've
What?
yeah, from stories that I hear and what I've seen, yeah. I think it'd be safe to as far as the age range is concerned, to date a little bit more, towards late 20s, early 30s.
Yo, no, brother. Why is that? Uh, is it because these women are basically American women, Americanized?
Um, high body count.
Oh,
Um, one of the uh one of the installs I had here, I was talking to some of the guys, and he was telling me an encounter he had with a Japanese chick. Um, after they got done doing what they were doing, her phone kept ringing. And he was like, "You need to get that," and she's like, "No, that's just my boyfriend."
what?
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
bro,
yeah,
no
yeah.
way.
Yep.
So, brother, you're telling me that you know, um, early 20s Japanese chick, mid 20s Japanese chick, right? They got on average, they got high body. Is that the whole country, brother, or is that a Tokyo thing?
Nah, I want to say it's more or less Tokyo thing. I assume that if you venture out from the major city, which I'm about to do my research on my own, I would assume that it would be less of an issue than if you're in slap dab in the middle of Tokyo or whatever.
Flipping heck. Yo, no. So, brother, when your friend heard the chick's phone ringing and she told him that was a boyfriend, what was his reaction?
And I asked him that. And he said, and I quote, "It's a cold world out here."
Flipping heck. And she
Yeah.
didn't tell him before they smashed?
Nah, that's not that I gathered from him. No.
No way. So, brother, right, over the past several months, right, I'm sure you heard it yourself, there's been a huge discussion around the cheating culture in Japan, brother. Brother,
Hmm.
you're now in the middle of it, brother. Is that
Hmm.
truly a problem? Are Japanese women an average cheaters?
Okay. Now, I haven't, gotten a lot of information from the woman's perspective. I was more so trying to get information of how the women see it when men cheat, right? So for us, say, and this, I got this example from, she was fairly, I want to say she was like 32 years old. So her explanation of the whole thing was, if she's not able to give it to you, then going and, paying for it is not a problem. They look at it as like a product that you pay for, a service that you pay for. They look at it as you going to a store, picking something off the shelf, taking it to the counter, paying for it, and walking out. Now, I have heard in Shinjuku area that most of what they call standing girls, most of those are married women.
Whoa. Whoa. And the dudes don't know they're out there doing that?
Right. And the guys don't know. Right.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. It's a cold world, brother. Flipping heck.
It is. It's a cold world, man.
Oh, man. So, brother.
And like, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go, bro. You go.
And I was just getting ready to say, like the standing girl, like, it's equivalent to like a working girl in other countries. That's becoming a problem in the Shinjuku area. Like, that's becoming an issue.
Brother, you're telling me that a lot of Japanese chicks are turning into the 3 or 4 cylinder box lifestyle. What?
I want to say, it's not to the point to where it is in the West. Do I see it getting to that point? I don't see it getting out of control comparable to the West. No, I don't. Because the Japanese, if they want to crack down on something, they'll crack down on it. Like, there's no question about it. I don't see it getting to the point where it is in the West, where it's glorified. I don't ever see it being glorified here. But that's the oldest profession. It's been here since the beginning. Now, I'm not condoning, I'm not saying that it's right, but I think it's something that happens everywhere. And on every corner of this planet, there's some form of, that type of behavior going on.
Oh, man. Bro, why are Japanese women turning to that lifestyle, brother? From what your friend is telling you, what's going on there?
I have no clue. I wish I could. I wish my Japanese was good enough to where I could, try to ask those type of questions to get some insight as to what's going on in their mind and why they felt like they had to go that route.
Flipping heck. Hold on there, bro. Shout out to Shao Kahn for the support. It's not only because of K-pop has gone mainstream, it's also that Korea is a first world nation. Afrobeats has also gone mainstream, but Nigeria is a third world hellhole. Not one first world African country. Facts, bro. Absolute facts, man. And people see that, and that affects our image. Imagine if Nigeria was a first world country like Korea and Japan. The amount of women that would be after us would be insane. I've always said to my friends, right? It's a miracle that Black men still get women. We have the worst image in the world. Africa and the Caribbean are no comment. Not a single first world African or Caribbean country. How are we doing it? So imagine when we get our ish together. If we get our ish together, it will be a blowout. It will be a blowout. Can we work towards that, please, brothers? Can we work towards that? Because guess what? I want to be on top. I want Dimitri to be on top too. Right? We gotta get to the top, man, of every single areas of our lives. Finances, career, money, everything, man. I want to see Black men to be on top. I want the crown, bro. I want the crown for every black man, bro. So can we work towards that? Then the woman will come. But until now, it's the white man's kingdom in the West, and he gonna keep putting every woman of every race. Damn, it's a shame. So let me ask this right, Dimitri, right?
Mhm.
So tell me what you don't like in your time. Tell me things you don't like about Japan, brother, in your time so far in Japan. If
That I
anything that's possible.
don't like. Um, the traffic. The traffic sometimes. Like I feel like the driving infrastructure as a whole could be a little better. I do say in the West, that's one thing I do miss. Is it's not an issue driving on the opposite side of the road. It's just I say for instance, people will stop in the middle of the road and hold up traffic as long as they have their emergency lights on. They feel like they can do that. On a busy highway, you'll have a car that's parked on the side, but it's still in the middle of the road. And like you have to, you got to swerve at the last minute and, things like that. I just feel like the driving experience could be a little better. Um, that I don't like. I don't like the heat in the summertime. I can tell you that. It is very, very, very humid. Um, I'm landing in Japan last night, so my phone's getting service and everything. And this is like at 10 o'clock at night, and there's an excessive heat warning that pops up on my phone. I'm just like, yo, it is sometimes it's unbearably hot, and it's just straight humidity. It's just 100% humidity. It's just not a pleasant time in the summertime here in Japan. One more thing. Those are the only two that I can really say that I don't like. That's it. That's it. And those things I deal with it, I tolerate it, but those are the only two things I can think of that I really, that I could see that Japan could improve on with the driving, but there's nothing you can really do about the weather.
Gotcha, bro. Gotcha. So let me ask this, brother, right? So hmm. So brother, how do you find and vet wife in Japan? Because obviously, but we got the actually no, hold on. Let me see here. Yeah. So brother, how do you find and vet wife in Japan? Because we got the cheating culture going on. We got the standing girls going on. We got
Hmm.
the young Japanese women in their 20s and mid 20s acting a fool, high body counts, copying Western culture. Is it becoming harder to find wifey in Japan, or do you got to go to certain spots? Because I'm a bit worried now, brother, if I'm honest with you.
Um, I still don't think it's hard. I honestly don't. It's just you're just gonna have to vet them like you would any other woman. Honestly, you're gonna have to find out who her friends are, find out what type of people they are. If if they've cheated, if she's cool with being friends with someone who cheats, how she feels about it. You just got to do that background work. You got to do that homework before you decide to put a ring on it, if you would. You just got to do your homework. And that's with any woman, honestly, how I feel. That's with any woman. Like I'm definitely gonna be doing some when I if and when I decide to be in a relationship, I'm definitely gonna be doing my homework because I do not have time for no games or nothing like that.
Mm, facts, bro. Absolute facts. Hold on there. Gen Z dudes are pulling. It's in today black dudes of that generation. No, it's not, bro. Again, stop with the cope. Stop with the cope. It don't matter if you're a boomer, millennial, Gen Z. If you're in the West, you ain't getting chicks like that. Let's keep it real. Unless you're 6'5". Actually, so I can prove your point, right, or prove my point. There's a guy called King 6'8" the Great. This brother, right, is 6'8", and you should see how the women submit to him. If you ain't like that guy, if you ain't 6'8", if you're not ripped, if you ain't got that thuggish look, you ain't getting the dimes like that of different races. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible for a black guy of Gen Z to get woman, all right, in the West. I'm not saying it's impossible, right? I'm just saying the quality of chicks, right, will be on average low, okay? And okay, if you ain't got a chick, you're gonna be very, very lonely. Black dudes just ain't doing that good in dating in America and in the West. I see it every day in the UK, bro. I'm seeing lonely black men walking around looking like zombies, but I'm seeing the white man with woman every day. I've noticed that the white dudes are hardly ever lonely. They've always got a woman next to them. Black, white, Asian, Latina in the UK. But I see a lot of lonely black dudes. Gen Z, bro. Gen Z. So it ain't about, Gen Z, millennials. The fact is, if you're black in the West, you are not as desired as you think. So get your passport, bro. Get your passport. How many times have I got to say it, bruv? No, it isn't. It isn't easy, bro. Stop spreading these comments, bro. It's all cap. It ain't easy for Gen X as well to get a quality non-black chick. It's not, bro. Dimitri, you were in the US, right, brother? You saw firsthand just how black men ain't doing that good in dating, right?
I would say, the everyday black man wasn't doing good, but those D boys and things like that, they always got the girls. And then they get 2 or 3 kids by every dude on the block, and then they got their hands up wondering why they can't find a good man. I don't think it's the average guy can't get them. I just think that we're overlooked by the women in the West because they want that lifestyle.
Mm.
I don't think that they're willing to build with a man. Because us men, we have to work on our value as we get older. And I don't think some of these women are ready to are willing to get on that grind with a good guy. I honestly don't think that. They just much rather wait at the finish line.
Facts, bro. Absolute facts, man. White dudes are hardly lonely. Then who's the bulk of men who make up that 60% of men that are single? The bulk of men are black men, Indian men, Arabic men, basically ethnic men. Dudes who are not white. Bruv. White dudes are doing the best in the West. If you're a white guy and you can't pull a Western chick, there's something wrong with you. That's what I'm gonna say. You must be an alien in disguise, and women have noticed that, and they're keeping away from you. That's what I'm gonna say, brothers, because uh, he's white. It's his own kingdom, you know. And I'm gonna hammer it down, brothers. Get your passport, man. Get your passport. So, but before I open up the phone lines, brother, right, very soon. I'm just wow, bro. So, brother, these Japanese chicks are a breath of fresh air, huh?
For the most part, yes, definitely. For the most part, absolutely. You can go up and talk to one, and they're not going to be rude to you. If you're looking lost in a train station, somebody will come up and ask you, do you need help? It definitely is a breath of fresh air, honestly, as a whole, as a complete whole, not even just the women, as a whole,
Mm.
because it's I don't. This is just for me personally. I don't feel like I have that weight on me anymore. Like I can just be myself and that's okay. I don't have to be something that I'm not to more or less fit in the West. I can just be myself and that's good enough here.
Amazing, brother. Amazing. Um, yeah, bro. I think brother, a lot of brothers are trying to find wifey in Japan, bro, and just hoping that you're giving us hope that it's there. Obviously, vets, do your vetting, her friends, or how she's acting. And brother, I'll keep it real with you, Dimitri. We want virgin woman as wifey.
Right,
Virgin
right.
woman, or one body count to one body count, if not possible, but a virgin woman, bro. And I heard that you can find virgin woman in Japan. But is that true from what you saw, from what you've heard? Because I've heard there's a lot
Um,
of women that 25, 26 are virgins.
from what I have heard and experienced myself, not virgins, no. But you got to think like I mean I work with a bunch of sailors, so their intel is they're not they really not looking for no virgins. And then down here we have this area called the Haunch. It's like a strip of just bars and stuff like that. And I mean you get the haunch rats. That's what we call them out there. Um, I, I don't a virgin no, but low body count that's definitely a possibility. Definitely a possibility.
Brother, do you want a virgin, brother? Or
Do I
low
want
body
one?
count?
Yeah, that yeah, absolutely. I mean, who would?
Mm.
But it's 2024. I think that's going extinct these days, man.
Damn, flipping heck, man. Oh, man, we were born in the wrong generation, man.
Yeah,
Shout
exactly.
Shout out to Mr. M6205 IP. It's not cope. I'm Gen Z, and it's not hard for a decent brother to get a girl. You sounding lame, no offense. I'm 6'1" and light skinned. There you go, bro. But you light skinned and you 6'1". Brother, you just proved my point, bro. Okay. Light skinned black men are an exception. Even like I've noticed that in the West, Dimitri, right? If an Asian woman is not gonna date a white guy and she wants to date a brother, she wants a light-skinned black guy. In the UK, right, I have seen some Asian women here and there with light-skinned black dudes. I have never, ever in the UK seen a dark-skinned brother of, let's say, Idris Elba complexion or Kendrick Lamar complexion, right, with an East Asian chick. I'm being real, brothers. So, brother, you're light-skinned, bro, and women who are Latina. So also, so white women. I noticed that when white women say they like black guys, they're not talking about black guys like Kendrick Lamar or Idris Elba. They're talking about black guys like Chris Brown or Marion. These are light-skinned black dudes. And if a woman of every other race in the West wants to date a black guy, she wants a light-skinned black guy. I'm keeping it real. Mixed race black guy, half black, half white, or a light skinned black guy. Let's keep it real, brothers. So you
That's
light skin,
that's
bro.
definitely
Ain't that right?
true.
Ain't that
That's
right, Dimitri?
definitely
Break it down
true.
for us, bro.
Yeah,
Break it down for
that's
us.
definitely true. You can I guarantee if you put a 6'1" dark skinned guy and a 6'1" light skinned guy in front of a girl, she's gonna go with the light skinned guy. I mean it is, I mean it's just the facts of the matter. It is what it is. I mean, let's not, act like it doesn't exist because it does.
It does, bro. And I think brothers, and the reason why I just hate coping, because if you cope too much, you're gonna and you're going to you're going to realize that things aren't going your way. It's better if you know the truth. When you know the truth, you know how to maneuver and move in this world. Now I know the truth. I
Exactly.
know that I'm a dark skinned brother. Okay, so I know that my chances of getting an East Asian woman in the West, right, when I was still dating a long time ago in the West, was nearly zero. So I'm not light skinned. you know, and it is what it is. So I know the truth. So where can I go to where I'm loved and appreciated for my skin color? That's how you got to think, brothers. Light skinned dudes, light skinned black dudes, and dark skinned black dudes have different experiences in certain areas in the dating scene, and that's how the world is. Ain't that right,
Yeah,
Dimitri?
that's a fact. That is an absolute fact. Absolute fact.
So
And
I
I mean,
don't
I'm
know
not,
about.
go ahead. My fault, IP. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me just finish Jupiter. But I know dark skinned black dudes are slaying. No, fire away, Dimitri.
No, I was just gonna say, like, it's not that it's a issue, like, like I'm complaining about it or anything. I just figured out what the game was, and then, like you said, I just maneuvered around it. I have the ability to go pretty much anywhere where I want. So if I'm not valued in a certain area, I just go to where I am. It's that simple.
Facts, bro. Facts. So, for example, right, if I hear there's this particular spots or areas in Japan where women really like dark skinned black dudes, I'm gonna go there.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
that's my scene. You know, but if there's a spot where women really like light skinned black dudes, I'm gonna go there. But I won't go there. But I can tell a light skinned black dude friend of mine, hey, you're light skinned brother. Go there in Japan. They really like light skinned black dudes. Know your market, bro. Know your market.
Exactly. Exactly. I couldn't have said it any better. Know your market.
Shout out to Mr. Shao Khan for the support. Appreciate you, bro. I agree. If we get our stuff together, it's going to be a blowout. Let's talk sports, for example. Look at the USA Olympics team. All descendants of West African genes, yet no West African country is dominating in b-ball. It's a shame, bro. It's an absolute shame. Um, we gotta fix it, man. We gotta fix it. Okay, so I'm gonna open up the phone lines in 5-10 minutes. Okay. Okay, awesome, bro. So let me ask you something, brother, right? So do you feel that, brother, do you come across mixed race Japanese women, half black, half Japanese, half white, half Japanese, half Iranian, half Japanese, and do you feel like they like black men? Break it down for us, bro.
Um, I have come across a few, and I think growing up, if they grew up in Japan, I think they're gonna lean more towards a Japanese guy until they're exposed to, a black guy or whatever. Because going to school and things like that, that's 99% of the time that's what you're around. Until they get out and get that exposure to more black guys, I think that they would, lean more towards the Japanese guys.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment there, bro. Um, but do you see like black models on TV billboards in Japan? Because when I was there last year, right, I saw a lot of white models, and I was a bit shocked. It's an Asian country. Why is there white people everywhere? But is it changing now with black models or representation?
So the only black model I seen was, I mean, it was LeBron James for the Louis Vuitton rollout. It was LeBron.
Mm.
That was it.
So you,
And I
but do you still go on?
no, and I was gonna say, and I guarantee you, if you went on the street and asked a random Japanese person who that was, they wouldn't be able to tell you.
Hmm. So, brother, do you still see like a lot of white models everywhere?
Yes, yes, yeah.
So, brother, do you feel like, based on your time so far, that Japanese people and Japanese women worship white people? There's a lot of white worshiping going on.
Mm, I don't. I wouldn't. From my experience, I wouldn't use the word worship per se. Um, I would say that's just their standard of beauty is, very slender, no backside, small head, and pale skin. That's their standard of beauty, and that's what they're going to showcase. That's what's beautiful to them. It's the same thing in Thailand, but if you go, you see nothing but brown skin Thai people. But what they showcase are the lighter skin. I just think that's their beauty that's their standard of beauty. Does it need to change? From
Yeah,
my
uh,
perspective, yeah. I would love to see a little bit more variety in Japan, since Japan as a whole is becoming a melting pot. Not just the major cities like Tokyo and Yokohama and everything. The country as a whole is becoming a melting pot, and it would be nice to see a little bit of diversity. Definitely.
facts, man. I'll be real with you, Dimitri. I want black men to be the standard of beauty in Japan, bro. I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, I want to put black men first. I want to see black models everywhere. I want I want Japanese women to know that black men are the men that they must be going for, even over their own men. Dimitri, I don't care
Right.
anymore. Ain't that right, Dimitri?
I feel you, but I think that starts with us though. You know, the majority, I feel like it's part of the problem more so than the solution, and we need to get more of the majority on the solution side, which is cleaning up our image. If somebody in the media comes out and has something negative to say about black men, we need to have each other's back and like put a stop to that immediately.
Facts, absolute facts, bro. Um, he says here, unless girls brainwash, women only care if you're attractive. Skin color doesn't matter. Skin color matters, bro. In the West, it matters. The lighter you are in the West, the more woman you get. I'll keep it real. Let's stop coping here and face the facts. Get your passport and go to where you are loved and desired. That's how I feel about it, brothers. That's how I feel about it. No more coping. No more coping. Understand that the West is the white man's kingdom, right? Because right now in the UK, brothers, right, I'm frustrated. I'm extremely frustrated, you know, because you don't know how it feels where someone like me, who's a clean cut brother, who has a nice lineup or shape up, okay, who takes care of his skin, okay, who wears a suit, who's looking fresh, clean, sharp, and woman pay me no mind, bro, as a dark skinned black man. Woman don't even look at me. Woman look away from me. Woman don't even smile at me. You know, you don't know how that feels, brothers. You don't know how it feels when you are at the top of your game, when you're in IT like me, when you're an IT bro like me, when you're in a suit, when you clean, fresh, looking pristine, looking sharp, and these chicks ignore you like you're nothing. But the white guy can be in the flipping sweatpant or jogging bottoms, right? Wearing a hoodie. And he can be wearing dirty Air Force Ones, his hair all over the place. And women are checking him out. Women are giving him play. He's holding hands with a dime Asian chick. It makes me mad, bro. Every day, that's been what I've been experiencing in the UK, bruv, as an educated black man. It's so frustrating, bro. Like for a black man, to get any sort of looks, he's got to be essentially a superhero. But the white guy can be bunny looking and still get an Asian dime chick, bro. It ain't flipping fair, bro. It ain't fair, man. Get your passport, man. Thank God I got my passport. Thank God I got my passport. Because imagine, right? I never knew about the passport bro movement. I'd be in the UK just being frustrated my whole flipping life, bro, about the dating scene. I'm a clean cut brother. I'm clean cut. I'm educated. I'm in a suit, bruv. I'm looking clean, looking fresh, looking sharp. I wear perfume. I ain't no bum. I ain't no flipping bum. Black chicks, Asian chicks, white chicks, mixed race chicks don't pay me no mind, bro. Press a one in the chat if you're currently going through what I'm going through, bro. Press a one in the live stream chat if you know what I'm talking about, brothers. Dimitri, you've been there before, right, bro? If you know, you know. Keep keeping it real, brothers. I'm in a suit. I'm in a suit. I am looking. I am at the peak of my powers, bro. And ain't a single goddamn chick checking me out, bro. Smiling at me. I can't even remember the last time a woman smiled at me in the West, bro. I'll keep it real with you. I can't remember the last time a woman genuinely smiled at me in the West. Dimitri, have you ever been in a situation where you were, when you were in America, bro, when you were at the peak of your powers, brother, when you're dressing the best, brother, when you smell the best, brother, when you got a nice haircut, you know, where you look clean, you look sharp, you look fresh, and brother, and you go out right, and you're at least expecting women to look at you, check you out, but they never do, bro. It's like you're invisible, brother. Have you ever experienced that, Dimitri?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, which is why when this whole Japan thing came about, I jumped on it. Like I had to get out. I had to get out. Just to experience something, just to experience something new. And if it wasn't what I thought it was, and the West is, the best thing smoking, then okay. I've done my homework, I've done my research, boots on the ground. I've I've come to the conclusion that the West is the best place for me, but that hasn't happened yet. And I don't think it will happen.
Facts,
But
bro. Like, go on, bro. Go on.
yeah, but yeah, I've definitely, been the best. I felt there's been times I felt like I was the best dressed guy in the country, and that didn't get me anywhere.
I've been there, brother, so many times, bro. Like, listen, bro, brother, I've dressed casual. I've been in a suit. I've wore a plain white tee with some blue jeans. I have dressed like a high value man, bro. And it's never worked for me in the UK. Because guess what? And I think because I'm dark skinned. And I think, like, when you're a dark skinned black man, women don't care about your character. They see your skin color in the West, they make assumptions about you and they rule you out completely. I'll keep it real with you.
Right, right.
Do you agree with that, Dimitri?
I do, absolutely,
Because
absolutely.
I'm thinking, right, like, I'm educated, brother, right? You know, and you know, I don't dress like a thug or Pookie and a Ray Ray. So what is it in the West that women, right? When I was dating back in the day in the West, right, women don't like about me. And I'm thinking, right, I genuinely believe that my skin color, because me being dark skin, right, has just, women have just ruled me out completely. He's got dark skin. I don't want him. Pause. She says that she don't want him. Speaking third party, it's
Right.
crazy. Like, and brother, we're taught that women are the fairer sex, right? they're so kind. They're the ones that make the best judgment. A lot of women are just racist,
Yeah.
and and we have to call it out. A lot of women across all races in the West, whether the white, whether they're Asian, whether they're black, even black women, right? They're just racist, bro. I'm not saying all, but a lot of women are racist in the West.
And
Ain't that
that's
right,
and
Dimitri?
that's it's only in the West though. Like once you get on the other side of the planet, a lot of that disappears. Is a lot of it turns into just curiosity. They just want to know more about you. Versus, in the West, they don't want anything to do with you.
Facts, bro. Facts. Brother, before I put the phone on, right? Even in California, which is the most liberal state and city in the whole of America, I'm hearing black dudes tell me they're struggling there. And these are women that have been taught, hey, don't see race, black women are normal. And these women, particularly Asian women in California, they don't want a single goddamn thing to do with black men. Brothers tell me this. So the most liberal place in America, the women there don't want nothing to do with black men. So how do you feel New York is gonna go? How do you feel Texas will be like? How do you feel Vegas gonna be like? Or Arizona gonna be like? Get your passport, man. Get your passport. Cause when I went to Japan last year, I was shocked that Asian women liked me. No. I'll be real with you, Dimitri, right? My first time in Japan last year, it was a mega shock. Asian women actually checking me out, Asian women actually dating me, Asian women actually complimenting me. I remember Dimitri, right? You still there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
Brother, the first day I landed in Japan, brother, I was carrying my suitcase, right, on the train, right? I think it was the Yamanote line. I can't remember, like, right? So
Okay.
I sit down, brother, on the train, right? I'm on my phone. Opposite me, a Japanese woman kept smiling at me, brother. Smiling at me, looking away. Smile at me, look away. And I'm thinking, yo, is she really smiling at me? And Dimitri, right, brother, I'll be real with you, Dimitri, right? In my time in the West, I always thought that, am I uglier than Shrek? Is international passport uglier than Shrek? Because women in the West have rejected me. They've treated me so badly that I thought that, am I uglier than Shrek? But my time in Japan showed that, hey, IP, you're doing nothing wrong, bro. Because guess what, Dimitri? I was dressed apart. I looked apart. I smelled good. I got a nice haircut. And I was getting the attention that I should be getting in the West, brother. Japanese
Right.
chicks looking at me, checking me out, wanting to speak to me. Bro, it's a done deal, Dimitri, man. It's a done deal, bro. Japan is our home, brother. It's our
Yeah,
paradise. It's our heaven, brother. Particularly if you're a
definitely.
clean cut, educated black man. When I told them I'm an IT bro, I do that, do this, these are my hobbies, shimiwa, I'm speaking Japanese, right? Shimiwa, I say my hobbies, right? And they were like,
Mhm.
oh, sugoi, sugoi. Bro, Dimitri, I almost cried when I left Japan, brother. I've never been treated so good by a woman, brother.
Right.
Break it down for me, brother. Break
I,
it down, please.
I definitely agree. My first time in Japan, I went to Sasebo, Japan, and even there, it was a world of difference, man. World of difference. Just getting off the plane in Narita Airport, not knowing where I'm going, and asking one Japanese lady and having five come over to help me. That was a shock to me. And they were all they it to them to what to me it seemed like they were eager to help, like they wanted me to ask them for help. They didn't seem bothered by it or anything like that. And just the femininity of the women in Japan, it's it's unrivaled in my opinion. Unrivaled.
Brother, it's a great feeling where women don't judge you off your skin color. Doesn't matter how dark you are. It's all about your character, and who you are as a person. Brother, for the first time in my life, I felt that way in Japan by the woman. I feel like women judge me on my character, and not because I'm a dark-skinned black man.
Right.
In in the West, whenever I speak to Asian women, the look they give me, brother, the look East Asian women give me, as if I'm a monster off rip, right? It's crazy. Like it's some sort of scary, upsetting, disgusting look. I never got that look in Japan, bro. I got looks of admiration, looks of love, looks of admiration from the woman there in Japan, bro. The West has
It's
failed black men, Dimitri. Break it down for me, bro.
it's that Western mindset. It is that Western mindset, and it's that. Yeah, I mean, here, I think. Well, I don't think I know. It's they still hold true to those traditional values. They still value what their father thinks of them. The father is still in the home. Um, and things like that. I can give you a story of when I was talking to this Filipina chick. And I asked her, what was her relationships like in the past. And she, went on through her spiel, and I threw the question out there. I was like, "Did you have sex with all of them?" She was like, "No." She was like, "My dad and my uncles would kill me." And I had to stop and think for a second, like, wow, I've never heard that one before.
Delete it, bro. You keep it cold, please, brother. Delete it. Yeah. Okay. Amazing, Dimitri, bro. Amazing stream so far. So, Dimitri, can we open up the phone lines, brother?
Sure, absolutely.
Amazing, brother. Amazing. And brother, you let me know if you're getting tired, if you get busy. Remember, Dimitri, I'm working on your time, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, brother. Classic stream so far. So call me if you have any questions about Japan for our guest. If you can't call in, hit the super chats or the PayPal to get your questions read out. But yeah, brothers, y'all gotta get out there, man. Like Japan will make you feel like you're human. Like the West has made me feel inhuman for a long time. The West made me feel like I'm uglier than Shrek. Can you imagine, right? Looking at the mirror every day for an hour and telling yourself, am I uglier than Shrek? That's why I did. That's why I went through. I'll keep it real with you. Am I
Yeah.
uglier than Shrek? Dimitri, have you ever felt ugly, Dimitri?
Uh, Definitely. For me, it was more so because I'm dark skinned. It was more so, the me being dark skinned was more or less my issue
Mm,
growing up and things like that, until I was just like, well, listen, I can't change it. So might as well just embrace it and roll with it. But yeah,
facts, bro.
it was definitely hard growing up. My sister's light skin, my brother's light skin, and out of my immediate family, I'm the only dark one. So it was definitely a tad bit difficult.
And brother, right, and brother, you see how people treat you as a dark skinned person compared to a light skinned person, right? You see the treatment, you know,
Right.
um, and it's disgusting because you should never be treated based on your complexion of your skin color. But we live in a very harsh world, right? But even for me in the UK, like the way I was treated as a dark skinned black man compared to light skinned black people was very upsetting, you know. Um, and I was very angry for many days, and I do believe that that's also affected my dating prospects in the West. I feel like me being dark skinned just rules me out of a lot of women in the West, and it's a shame. It honestly is a shame. Shao Khan, can you turn your camera on in the background, please? So I know you're not sure for a couple seconds, please. Yep, you're good. You're a brother. Camera off. Turn your camera off. Let me bring in Shao Khan in the background. Okay, let's go. How you doing, Shao? How you doing, brother?
Hi, P. How are you?
I'm doing fine, brother. How you doing?
Great, great. How's your guest doing?
Dimitri, how you doing, bro?
Yeah. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Sorry about that, bro. Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Thank you for asking, man. How are you?
I am great, great.
Good.
Thanks
Good.
for all the Japanese info. But I was listening to that your IP. I was listening to your video yesterday. I sent it to a couple of my friends, and what you're going through right now, I went through it. It's called I don't know if it's something, but it's called race peel. I went through because I used to be a Christian. I went through Christian peel when you find out Christianity is all bogus, at least to me. And then red pill, which is the knowledge of females. And then I went through race pill. That was when I went to Mexico. That my black friend and I, um, and thinking that okay, maybe the Mexicans were not, checking us, the black chicks would, and a lot of the black chicks in Mexico that we met were you from UK. I'm telling you, man, they were not checking for us at all. It was crazy. So that experience plus, IP, I told you about that story of that Yoruba girl, she's Nigerian, that went with the Indian guy versus me. I told you that story, right?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. So that right there, coupled with that, just made me so angry. But I don't think it's because we're black. I think it's because we're at the bottom of the barrel in terms of what you said, which is we don't produce anything. There is no first world African country. So if women go for what is called, and there's a white guy that told me this, women go for what is called the strongest SPERM. I don't know if I can say that. And if we compare to the males of other races, we're not the strongest. Not physically, but in terms of what we are um producing. At the end of the day, like my phone I'm using right now, it's Samsung Note. It's a Korean phone. I'm sure you don't use any cars from made in Nigeria or made in any African country. This YouTube
Mm,
you're using right now, I don't think it's you can say it's a white guy that invented it, but I'm sure like the head of Google right now is an Indian guy, right? I think.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
So females see this stuff. So it's not because even though you IP, you are a legendary guy, you're doing all these things, you're teaching black males, that you being the best in your field and compared to even other males cannot outshine the mess that other black males or the fact that we're not on top of our game in other areas. Sorry, that's just the truth. So
Damn, Dimitri, what's your thoughts there, bro?
I completely agree. I think that black men as a whole need to, for one, is police our image. Two, create something that we have that's our own. I think our main issue is that like we don't work together. I think that is the root of the issue is that we cannot work together. Once we figure that out, everything else should just fall in place.
Hmm. Facts, bro. And it's got to come from the leaders, the African Caribbean leaders. If they really want to get power, right, for their own people, they'll do it. But I find like
Exactly.
you know, they don't have that selfless nature. Because and for me, right, if I was leader of an African or Caribbean country, I'm going to do something for black men. I definitely will, because guess what? No one lives forever, right? And I find like some black men are not thinking 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 50 years from now, 100 years from now. Well, guess what? 20 years from now, you won't be alive. So what about the other black people that will be alive, the future generation? How can we make life better for them than for us? Now, for me, right, when I have my own son, okay, right, I want my own son, right, to live a better life than me. I don't want my own son to go through the horrible days and prospects that I've been through in my life. You want your own son
Right.
and the people that look like you to live better lives than you. But I feel like a lot of black people don't have that mentality. But I find that a lot of Asian people have that mentality. Have you noticed that, Dimitri?
Yes, definitely. They have family. They have family. I that's not big in the West. That's not. It's more of, I can do this by myself. And you can't achieve all that you think you can by yourself. You need a team. You need a wolf pack. You need family. You need people there that's gonna pick up the slack when you can't give it 100 one day. You're gonna need somebody to carry that extra weight. You're gonna need somebody to bounce ideas off of. You're gonna need somebody that's gonna critique you and tell you where you're wrong. And you got to be adult enough to take it, as it's just being it's just that's just a good friend. It's giving me some constructive criticism. It's a whole package that I feel like our community is missing. And it starts with us. It starts at home. It starts with us. Before we can point the finger to anybody else, we got four of them pointing back at us.
Facts, bro. Absolute facts. And I feel like foresight is a big thing we're missing because, for example, right, like, you often see, a lot of African and Caribbean people coming to study at the best universities in the UK and in America. But I'm thinking, right, what is stopping them from building their own universities to the point where it can compete with Oxford and Cambridge? Like, yeah, I know Chinese people send a lot of Chinese people over to the UK and America to study, right? But if you actually look at the university stats, right, I think in the top 20, there are several Chinese universities that are some of the best universities in the world. Not a single black, African, or Caribbean university is in the top 100, top 200, top 500, top 1000. I mean, at this point, it's embarrassing. You know, um, there's not a single produced black-owned car. Not a single that's obviously pumped out all around the world. Not a single black electronic pumped out all around the world. Like, for me, right? Okay, something's got to be done. Something's got to be done. It's becoming an absolute joke. I just don't. I don't know anymore. Like, can't people just can't see this? How did I not realize this? That the phone we use is Korean, right? The TikTok is Chinese. Where's our product?
There's something I've noticed. When I talk to you now, I don't know if it's like my age mate or I don't know if it's, but see, like the president of Nigeria now, the guy is almost 80, and which means the guy is almost dead, let's just say. And then the US comes or the IMF come and give him some bogus thing to sign. Like we'll give you a loan and then you basically will buy your country. Something like, and he signs rubbish. But if the US does like that to the Chinese or to any Asian countries, I feel like they just care about more about their people more, than black people. It seems like I just typed on ChatGPT just to give you an example. I said which
We lost you there, Shao. Do you hear him, Dimitri?
Nah, I
yeah,
do
can you
not.
hear me? Can you hear
Okay,
me?
now we can.
Oh, sorry. Now I was trying to check ChatGPT, but I guess I can't. I just typed on ChatGPT, um, countries that Nigeria used to be better than in the past, GDP wise, and you have South Korea, you have Malaysia, you have Vietnam, you have India, and now a lot of these countries are like they surpassed us in leaps and bounds. So I don't know. It's just I don't know if we don't have, but when I talk to you guys, I know if IP was the president of Nigeria, for example, and the US came to IP and like, okay, we'll give you this amount, but you have to sell your country to us or sell your minerals to IP will tell them to go F themselves because he can do math. It's like if I invest in my country, I can sell this whatever material, raw material for this amount versus if I just sell it to you for peanuts, But the African leaders, it seems like they can't do math. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I just think it's very upsetting. And it comes from the top, man. We can only do what we can do as ourselves, and better our situation than people around us. But if they want it, they have to make that conscious decision. But Shao, do you have any questions about Japan itself?
Uh,
Or
um, well, oh no, nothing about Japan, but I definitely I listen to your podcast, your Patreon thing, because that's where I like hearing the real dirty stuff. So, yeah, my friend and I are definitely going to go to visit Japan. He's another Nigerian, he's another passport bro. So, thanks for having me on.
awesome. Thank you, Shao. Appreciate you, bro. You going this year?
Yeah, we're gonna go this year. Sometime. When do you think is the best time to go this year?
When do you think, Dimitri?
Anytime other than summertime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anytime other than I would say I would avoid it July and August. I wouldn't come here. Anytime other than July and August, you should be fine.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Awesome. Thank you, Shao. All right. And any callers want to chime in, call in? If you can't call in, hit the uh, PayPal or super chats. Call in. Okay. Awesome discussion so far. Brother, let me ask you to meet you, right?
Mhm.
So, in your time in Japan, right, do you feel like the Japanese government cares about the well being and the prosperity of Japanese people, brother?
Now that I haven't really, I don't think I've been here long enough to see that per se. I know that for the amount of work that the Japanese people do, they don't get compensated, equally. Um, I do know that. But I don't know. That's hard to say. I mean, I really don't see too many poor or like distressed people here. Um, I mean, I do see people walking all the time. That's because it's a walking culture. Everybody takes the train everywhere. Um, nah, that's a hard one because I don't feel like I've been here long enough to make a good assessment of that one. From what I've seen so far, I feel like they do. 'Cause, the Japanese people that I do talk to haven't really complained about it.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. So let me bring in Darman Omar. Darman Omar, how you doing, bro? Give me a thumbs up. You got your camera on, Darman. So camera on. Okay. Do you want to turn your camera off, Darman, or leave it on? But give me a thumbs up if I bring over the camera on. Okay, timer off. Okay. All right, I'll wait till you turn your camera off. I'll wait. Okay. So, by the way, just click. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Let me bring in Darman Oman in the background. Camera off, please. Yep, that's cool. What's going on, Darman? How you doing, bro?
Okay, first and foremost, I want to say assalamu alaikum to all the brothers. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's family is doing well. I hope everybody's healthy. Me too. I found your channel not that long ago. Found it hella interesting. And then even me too. I'm at a crossroads in my personal life where I'm in the middle of a career change. I'm trying to. I used to be a school teacher here in Canada. Uh, I grew up in Canada. I'm of Somali descent. I'm a black man of Somali descent,
Mhm.
and Yeah, like I heard the podcast episode that you had with that Canadian brother that was from Toronto, and he was living in Japan, and I heard his podcast, and I found that extremely interesting. So I started
Mm.
tuning in more and joined your Discord, and then pick up a bit more info. And personally, like myself, I'm trying to get into tech. I already have like a teaching degree here in Canada, so I'm thinking of like maybe going to Japan or Asia or maybe in those Arab countries. My brother lives in Saudi Arabia, and he's been rather successful over there. Things have been going pretty well for him.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Well, is that your blood brother?
yeah. My younger brother is 3 years younger than me. He's doing very well. He's been teaching at a university. All he has is like a regular degree from one of the universities here in Canada. He has like a bachelor's of science, which is like super general, and he teaches a whole bunch of rich kids at university level in Riyadh, the capital, and he's getting paid like great money. The guy is working like no more than 25 hours a week. He has more free time than actual work. You see what I mean? So he's working on his own personal projects, his own personal business. He's been trying to convince me to join him over there, but I've been a little apprehensive about it because, like me too, there's other places I wanted to see before I go there. Like even as a Muslim, I would love to go to Saudi Arabia at least once. Go to Hajj, go do the pilgrimage and whatnot.
Mm.
But but yeah. Anyways, like I was following along with the chat, and it was very interesting. There's certain stuff that was being said that I found very very interesting, and like the state of the world for the black man is not pretty. And I just want to talk about something that's a bit more uplifting and something a bit more positive on how
Hmm.
things are going on in Africa. It's essentially like I don't know how well aware you are with geopolitical situations around the world and whatnot. There's three nations that we should keep an eye on as people of African descent worldwide, and those three countries are Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali. So what these three nations have done and what they're accomplishing right now is absolutely incredible. And one day, I hope me as a Somali and as an African towards all my African brothers, I hope that we get a leader that is comparable to what Ibrahim Traore is doing right now in Burkina Faso. So basically, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali are three countries in the Sahel region, and Burkina Faso and Mali. All three of them are actually French. They were French colonies, and they were under French control for a very long time. And only recently they managed to completely kick out the French out of their country, and they have control over their nation now. And they've even it
Wow.
got to the point it got to the point they even kicked them out. They removed their embassies from the country. They didn't. These guys, the French, did not even want to leave. They got their military out. They got their embassies out. They got absolutely everything. Evacuated them. And then Mali even had Mali's previous government even had a backroom deal with the French, where they gave them a certain amount of land that was bigger than Belgium. Can you imagine giving to another nation a plot of land bigger than Belgium for free? Absolute insanity. But anyways, they tried to assassinate the brother on multiple occasions. So right now, what those three nations are doing is right now they just had an alliance where they're basically gonna support each other militarily and trying to cover each other because there's been multiple assassination attempts on these gentlemen. As you like, I don't know how well versed people are in the chat and in the call right here. How well versed you are in what's happening in Africa, but a lot of these guys, every time that we have competent leaders that put African needs first, oftentimes they get eliminated or they get replaced real fast. So what these gentlemen have been doing has been absolutely incredible. And right now they're working on like literally building gold refineries. Like I don't know if Mali is where like basically Mansa Musa was from, the richest man of all times, who was the
Facts.
leader or the king of the empire of Mali. That's where he's from. So these guys they literally shit out gold. They got
Well,
insane amount of gold.
language, bro.
Oh,
Language.
pardon me. And what's it called? As for Niger used to supply France with 70% of the uranium that they use. The main source of power in France is nuclear energy. Where did they get that uranium? They clearly don't produce it. They used to get it. They used to steal it. That's a better term. They used to steal it from Niger, and they used to get
Yeah,
them on pennies off the pennies, not even pennies on the dollar. They used to get pennies off the pennies itself, decimals off the pennies. And now that's not going to happen no more. These guys, these
amazing.
three nations are working on building nuclear plants, which will start serving their people and whatnot. So those
Amazing.
are very exciting times. Like even me too. Like I'm an East African. This is happening in Northwest Africa, and I'm actually extremely excited, and I really want what's best for them, because at the end of the day, it's going to reflect back on us, right? So like the previous
Yes.
brother was talking about, like, oh,
So
you may go wherever you want, but at the end of the day, as long as there's no black nation that produces, people won't give a fuck, right?
Well, brother,
And
okay. Brother, language,
oh,
brother, please.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was.
Hold that thought there. Hold that thought there, man. Sorry. Unlimited Cam, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you're not a troll, please, for a couple of seconds? I know you're not a troll. You're confirmed. Thank you, brother. So, great comment there, the Doman Calm. And Dimitri, right? Doesn't that show you the importance of action and actually doing things? Now, Dimitri,
absolutely.
now, I believe in God, right? All right. I'm not an atheist. I do believe in God, right? But I
Hmm.
feel like with some black people, they believe in God to a point where they don't believe action should be taken. Like I've met black people where they'll tell you or tell me, just leave it to God. And I'm thinking, what? Now, yeah, it's great believing in God. I believe in God, right? But you also have
Right.
to have action. So did for example, right, if you want to be a doctor, okay, you can't just pray to God that you want to be a doctor. You got to go to school and pass a bunch of exams to become a doctor. Okay,
Right.
so that requires action, and I feel like for a lot of black people, right, who want to see change, right, they don't do action. Do you agree there, Dimitri? And it's this belief in God where who do everything. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, God will do great things in your lives, right? But you also need to put in work yourself. Do you
Right.
agree there, Dimitri?
I do. I do. Like, so when a situation such as you just presented comes up, like I, I believe in God, but I can't give God all the credit when I know for a fact that it was me that was studying for 8 hours straight. It was me that was, taking practice exams. It was me that was labbing every day. Like I can't give all the credit to, someone else when I was the one that was doing the grinding and everything. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Facts, bro. Facts, absolute facts. And even when it comes to finding a woman, like I don't believe that she just gonna be put in front of you. Like God is gonna just put a
Right.
woman right in front of you. You have to go out there and find her. You have to go out there and cold approach, put in work, speak to women, and and if she is the right one, God will let you know. So you have to put in work. You have to put action.
Right.
Everything in this world is all about action, man. And I feel like we have been taught from a very young age, leave it to God without any action for many things. And now you're seeing Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso doing something. It wasn't God that got those three nations to come together. They had to physically and legally, or however they did, right, by any means necessary, get the French out of their countries.
most
That
definitely,
wasn't God.
most
That was
definitely.
them, bro.
I just want to add something real quick to that, because the people that say leave it to God or God is going to help us in everything, what they fail to forget is, like, I know, I'm pretty sure in Christianity is just like in Islam too. We have the same saying: God only helps those that help themselves.
Mm,
You can't just sit down and just hope that $1 million is going to fall on your lap while you just stay in your mom's basement. You see what I mean? You have to go out there. You have to acquire skills. You have to go grind. You see what I mean? You can't be
mm,
just, hoping that, you're going to get a pretty woman and have some kids and whatnot when you don't have a job, you don't have a place to provide for family and so on and so forth. You have to put
Right.
yourself in that position, right? And unfortunately, the reality of things for many African states is that they've and not just African states, also African individuals, Black individuals, people of African descent, like myself and yourselves, like whether you're in the UK or in Canada, you just get complacent and you just accept the status quo. You see what I mean? And as soon as we do that, whether as individuals or as nations, that's when we start failing. Because at the end of the day, like even the individuals, at the end of the day, they're a microcosm of the nation. You see what I mean?
Facts.
Like
Hold on there. So
okay,
for example, right, I want to bring in your caller. So for example, right, there's a you know, so the white man and the Chinese man, they're on top right now, realistically speaking. The Chinese people on average don't believe in God. They're atheists. And the average white person in the West doesn't believe in God. So how have they risen to the top? By actions.
By
Now
action.
yep, and obviously we know that white people have done some things in the past that screwed over the black man, right? And that was the actions. Um, when when black people were slaves for 5 centuries, where was any help?
brother, I just want to interrupt you on that.
What?
I
Hold on,
just
sorry,
want to
brother.
for like,
Brother, hold on, man. Hold
oh,
on, man. Hold on. So, and how does slavery end? By action. It comes to a point where if we want to get things done in this world, we got to put in work, man. We gotta execute.
I agree.
I'm at a point where like you can't leave it all to religion to flipping help you out, bro. And I think that's a big problem I'm finding out amongst black people. Leave it to God, bro. Let's put in work, bro. Let's put in work. It's only when African leaders stand up and be strong and tell them, listen, I've had enough, man. This is my country. This is my people, and let's improve the lives of every other black people in our country. That's action. Go on, Dimitri. Sorry, bro. Let me bring in Unlimited Cam in the background. What's going on, Unlimited Cam? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing fantastic, brother. Fire away, bro.
Good. Hey, no, this is actually, I've been watching you. I watched you a couple of your videos recently. I'm a YouTuber as well. And I'm in Barranquilla right now, traveling through South America, trying to make my way down to Argentina. But just to what you guys were speaking on previously, I'm from America. And my family, we're originally from the island. So I'm from Haitian, Dominican, and Cuban descent. So it's a real mixture in my family. But the one biggest thing I always see is, like you said, is God, which I have no problem worshiping God, but it seems they use him as a crux instead of just trying to move forward in life. It's just, well, God got us. He'll make sure we're right. It's like, no, we got to make sure we're right by ourselves. We got to keep it moving somehow.
Facts, bro. Facts, man. So you want to chime in there, Dimitri?
No, I'm good. I just keep timing. I'm just keep having a timeout issue.
No problem.
Yeah, that's one thing I see as well. Because again, I'm from America, and I'm starting to see a lot of again, my family, we're from the Caribbean. Now I see like this big split now. Like the other day, I did a video. Someone commented underneath my video, and they're like, "Of course, you would think you can pick yourself up because you're not an FBA." So I just heard this recently. Foundational Black American is this huge issue now splitting up the Black people in America. It's like, well, like nothing can get done now. People are mad because the Caribbeans, they feel the Caribbeans are doing better than them. So now they're mad at the Caribbeans. It's like, bro, you got to be mad at yourself. Like, how can we help each other to make sure we move up in society?
I don't know.
There's a lot of talk about the the foundational Black American. Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, dude, I get it all the time. They're like, oh, his hairline is black. He must be a Caribbean. I'm like, yo, this is ridiculous. But no, that's the big problem, and just people just kind of just don't want to do the work. I see you talking about IT stuff all the time. I'm a software engineer, so I'm always telling people about IT roles and stuff. I told even my classmates a year and a half ago before I graduated, I'm like, hey, do not graduate until you get an internship, because it's going to be hard to get a job without an internship. Did people listen to me? No, they wanted to graduate and take their pictures. You know who listened to me? An Asian dude in my class from Korea and an Indian. I said, hey, do not graduate until you get an internship. They listen to me. They both have roles. And the other people didn't want to listen to me. It's just like, it's not my fault.
Right. And it's not. It's definitely not your fault. You can give somebody the information, but it's ultimately up to them if they're going to take it and use it or not.
Most definitely.
Exactly.
And something I noticed too is like sometimes people they react a certain way depending on who gives the advice, like even me too. Like I mentioned it earlier, I used to be a school teacher here in Canada for a while, and I stopped teaching. And then if I were to say something, it would either just be, they'll just take it, be nonchalant about it. But if a white man or a white woman were to repeat the same exact thing, or they say the same piece of advice or share the same piece of information, then it's going to be taken into account. So let them be. If somebody doesn't want to take the advice, let it be. It shouldn't change how you operate, right? Keep trying to help out whoever you can, right? And then if they don't take it, they don't take it. It's on them, right?
Right.
And also in the matter of the whole FBA thing, like me too, I'm a Canadian, and I'm of Somali descent. So
Yeah.
like a lot of the stuff that has to do with FBA is very different than my own ethnic background and my own experience and whatnot. But one thing I do know is, like, as a Somali, we're a group of people that are very ethnocentric. We're very we stick to each other and whatnot, right? So like we don't really intermingle much with many people, and because of that, some people, they perceive us as anti-black and whatnot. But either way, that's a whole other discussion. But there's some overlaps between how Somalis operate and the whole current FBA discussion. You see what I mean? It's like how people want to delineate and say, okay, this is mine, that's yours. You see what I mean? I don't see necessarily anything bad with it once everything is established. You see what I mean? Let's say once Black people as a whole are in a comfortable position, then yeah, sure. You can say, okay, this is that is this, and you can start delineating. But when we're as a whole, as an entire collective, as an entire race, when we're in a very bad position, we can't afford to divide ourselves into even more subsections. You see what I mean?
And that's very, very true.
But why do you think, again, why do you think the Somalis, because I don't have that issue. Like I do see, like when I was in the university, I would see sectors of people splitting up, meaning like I would see all the Caribbean, like maybe Jamaicans and Haitians would hang together, the Latinos would hang together. I never had that issue personally. Maybe it's because how I grew up, but like I had like two Somali friends. Yeah, go ahead.
So I feel like, also I feel like one thing that Western Black men aren't taught is the importance of race. I don't care what anyone says, right? Race matters in this world. Race affects 100%. How you date. Race affects how much money you make. Race affects education. We, in my opinion, obviously the media lies to you, but we are a race first world, right?
I agree.
You go. Do you think India or China will allow a bunch of Black dudes to run their economy or any important sector of their economy? No.
Nope.
You're not of their culture and of their race.
Exactly.
Same if you go to any Middle Eastern country, we're not of their race and their culture. They ain't gonna let us in. But we let so many people in Africa and the Caribbean to the point where you look at the rich list in many African countries, a bunch of Lebanese people, Chinese people, Indian people. Show me a Black man on their rich list in China and India. Race matters, bro.
There's none.
And there's gatekeeping in these jobs, and in tech and finances because you're not of their race. And we see in dating too. We see women, even though America is so-called liberal, even in the most liberal cities like New York and California, women still would never even think about being a black guy. Race is very important in every single sector of life, and black men need to admit to that and face it. That's a fact. That's why, but we see Jamaicans with Jamaicans, Haitians with Haitians, Nigerians with Nigerians, Ghanaians. We're just a racial group of people. Accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's very interesting, especially because it just happens naturally too. People would just veer off, and they're in the groups they kind of came up with. But like you said, if you go to jail, man, there's no, hey, I'm Jamaican, I'm American. It's no, we're all in this. Is blacks versus Hispanics, Hispanics versus whites, whites versus everything else. That's how prison is. That's the truth. Now, I've never been in prison, but that's how it was explained to me. But even when for example, I'm here in Barranquilla, I saw some American people. Guess what? All American people connected. We got a little group chat. Hey, let's hang out tonight. And we're in the club, and there's a whole bunch of Americans with us. So it even comes to nationality when you're overseas. Okay, it's like, all right, you speak English? You speak English? Oh, where are you from? New York? Oh, I'm Arkansas, Miami. Okay, pull up. Let's go hang out tonight.
Facts. That's just how it is, man. Race matters, and black men gotta accept it and face that reality. And we gotta start gatekeeping ourselves, when we get to the top, because people aren't for us. People don't care about us. People don't want our success. Go on, Dimitri.
Nah, I was just agreeing with you. We need to gatekeep, definitely.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
I agree
but
too.
what's going now is switching over. Now people are saying, oh, we need, like, for example, you can see it. It's little, but I can see it clearly. I never seen this discourse before until now. For example, the Kendrick and Drake thing. People keep saying, well, Drake's not like us. It's like, oh, okay, all right. So let's figure out why. Well, you grew up with a Jewish mom. It's like, okay, I know many biracial people. Now because, they're beefing, you're going to say this person is not this because they're light-skinned. So now what do we do with all light-skinned people who are biracial? What would you do to a Colin Kaepernick? What did you get to do to
brother? Sorry to interject, but like with comparing Drake with Colin Kaepernick, I don't think it's a fair comparison. Colin Kaepernick, he has a long history of being pro-black and involving.
No, but that doesn't matter. They're saying Drake is not that because his mom is white. I'm saying Colin Kaepernick's mom is white.
Yeah, if it's because of that, it's bullshit. If it's because of that, I 100% agree. That's not a good argument. I agree with you.
You're gonna watch the swearing demand. That's the fourth time demand. Please don't swear again, because obviously keep it PG. Please no swearing. But I don't think it's in terms of where his mom is from, Cam. I think it's more in terms of how he sees. Obviously, I think he said something about slaves. Why you're rapping to free the slaves? That's a bit weird, So I think it's more.
I understood that term. Yeah. I see what you're saying, but I understood that term. But I get that a lot too. Well, I'm not light skin. I'm regular skin. But people say, "Well, Cam, you grew up in the suburbs. You don't really understand, like, the hood."
Yeah.
So they'll say, "Hey, Cam, you're not really black because you didn't grow up in the hood." So I'm like, "Oh, okay, I guess."
Yeah.
I don't. Hey, Cam, you're not black because you speak too properly. Well, that's issues here in America, so I can't really speak for.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that's only a Western thing, because
Okay.
I dealt with the same thing myself. I speak with 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 a little education behind me, and I talk white.
Yeah.
Tony,
I get that all the time.
Damn, I'm just being Tony. No, but on this channel, I don't really care about your background. As long as you're not a Pookie and a Ray Ray and a Thug, you're good here.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you're American, Caribbean, English, Ghanaian, Jamaican. If you're black, you're good on this channel. So that's why I try to keep it as inclusive for brothers, by brothers, for brothers only. And that's how I move. And if it is what it is, if you're mad about that, Be mad that the fact that we were slaves for 5 centuries and ain't no reparations. So do you see why I'm angry every day? Because side note here, right? The fact that there'll be trillions of dollars of wealth that will be passed down to white people and Asian people in the West in the next 5-10 years, and black men will get nothing at all. Get nothing. Because guess what, right? During slavery, we were forced to work for free for 500 flipping years. So if you're working for free, you will never pass on anything. You can't own anything. You can't pass on any property or any inheritance. But during that time, white people passed down property, money, resources for 500 years. So they have a 500-year head start. So if you're mad at how this channel is ran and why it's so black centric, how about you speak about the fact that we've been screwed over for a very long time? And crickets, they know what's going on. So if you're mad, I don't really care. Let me bring in.
I agree with you. There's a big thing going on. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, say your point, bro.
Oh no, because again, I'm from Haitian descent. In Haiti, the 2 richest people in Haiti, they're Jewish. Yeah. And one of the Clintons owned the whole. I'm so serious. The 2 richest people in Haiti are Jewish, and the richest population in Haiti is Russian and white people. There's a huge Russian population that drives all the G wagons, that own all the damn malls and everything like that in Haiti. And the Clintons own a gold mine in Haiti. They've just been squeezing all the gold out of there ever since the earthquake. So people don't know about it. And what they're doing now is, like, again, I have boots on the ground. I got family in Haiti. They're like, there's helicopters coming up and down the mountains. And no, like, normal citizen can go up there because there's armed guards. It's like, who's doing that? It's like, yeah, people are stealing resources, taking it and shipping it out.
Oh yeah. Like the way
there's a large Russian population in Haiti. Yes, there's.
Dang, I only thought the Russian population was in Phuket, Thailand. Dang, Russians are everywhere.
Nope, they're in there, and there's a large Jewish. There's a decent amount of Jewish population there as well. Polish, Europeans. There's some in there, but they're like very wealthy. And they can. It's, again, imagine this little island can be. You can have everything done, whatever you want done, for a cheap price. And everyone's scared to go there, so you can literally sneak in. Kid, like, they're doing some gruesome stuff there that I can't say.
Whoa. Keep it very PG, please. Don't mention any.
No. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's why I cut it off.
Let me bring in Tony G in the background. Hold on. Tony, give me a thumbs up. Can I bring you on with your camera on? Okay, camera on or camera off? If it's camera off, turn your camera off. If it's camera on, give me a thumbs up. Camera, okay, thumbs down. All right, turn your camera off there. Let me put Damon and Cam on mute. Let me bring in Tony G in the background. What's going on, Tony? How you doing, bro?
All right, how y'all are? How you fellas doing?
Fantastic,
doing
bro.
Doing good.
All right,
how are you?
Yeah, I'm enjoying the live tonight. Dimitri, is it Dimitri?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, brother. I enjoy your information about Japan and everything like that. Also, you guys, all you brothers talking some really good stuff. I also wondered the same thing, why we don't have anything. When we know about Haiti, 1804, where they whooped the French, but they made them pay for it with all the sanctions and stuff like that. So they just, and this is the thing though too, we don't have any type of, I guess you can say, any type of standing businesses or anything like what you guys were saying. We don't even have a broom store that's actually owned by blacks, when you start to think about it. And but we know that this is political.
We can't hear you that well, bro.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Much better.
That's perfect.
Okay, sorry about that. All right. So I was saying though, it's unfortunate that we don't even own a broom store. I'm here in America, and I'm here in Detroit, and you already know, if you don't know, but Yeah, it's pretty bad here though, man. The dating here is not happening. Like you said, I'm a dark skinned brother. You know, I've been a dark skinned brother all my life. So IP, I feel you, man, when you the stuff that you were talking about, you know, I have a lane, you know, we have a lane, but it's not a good lane, you know,
Right.
regards to, you know, our options. Cause, you know, when you're a brother and the social norms about black men is negative. Let's just face it. They watch the news. They don't want to have anything to do with us. It's a private boys club here. You know, for us with the whites and stuff like that and other groups, Asian women are not getting down here with no brothers though, you know. It's not happening here at all, you know, whether if she's Japanese, Filipino, it's just not happening. Very small percent, you know, but I just wanted to chime in and kind of mention some of the things that you guys were talking about. And I wanted to say this though too, as I said before, it's political. You know, the people that have tried with some of the leaders, especially in America, try to make that connection in Africa, we know what end up happening. So I suggest you guys, if you don't know, I suggest you guys to check out and read the Diary of an Economical Hitman. And that's going to explain everything about these African nations and as to why, you know, why we don't have anything. It's called a Diary of an Economical Hitman.
I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Yeah, it's a documentary and things, and it goes into a lot of depth. I ain't gonna go into it here, but I just say check that out. It's a documentary though, so it's going to kind of tie in that answers to why things are and things like that, you know, especially in these African nations.
Yeah, I think we know that a certain group of people run the world, or people run the world, and we don't have any say into how this world is ran. The whole economic system is run by people that are not black. The money system, the economy, GDP. You know, guess what? Even GDP, you know, that's actually a white man's creation. It's Scottish. A Scottish white guy created GDP. So the economy has been created by people that are not black. They didn't have our interests at heart. The money system, interest rates weren't created by us. It's just shame. We need a reset. We honestly need a big reset in this whole system. I don't know how it's gonna come about, but we'll see how it goes, bro. Okay,
Right.
let's go. Let's go for another 10 minutes. Go wrap up very soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hey, I appreciate you for having me, and I've been traveling. I'm traveling throughout South America, so I'm gonna be traveling again for the next 35 days. So check me out, and I'd love to be on your stream again. Maybe for an
Let me
interview, if
count.
possible, we can get together. Yes, sir.
Are you going to Paraguay? Paraguay at all?
No, I'm gonna miss. So I'm going to I'm gonna be in Colombia for another 2 weeks. Then I'm gonna be in Lima, Peru. I was supposed to go to Ecuador, but basically, like there was a huge prison escape, so it's very bad to go to Ecuador right now. So instead, I'm gonna be going to Santiago, Chile, and then Argentina.
Oh man. Okay, if you ever decide to do Paraguay, hit me up, bro. We'll get an interview done.
You stay in
Yeah.
Paraguay? See, now you got me
Paraguay.
thinking. I'm gonna have to reroute a flight.
Yeah. If you ever go there, bro, hit me up on IG. We'll get an interview done. So if
Okay.
you do like a week or 2 weeks, we have to get an interview. I gotta do Paraguay, bro. I've not done that before on this channel. But yeah, if you're going there, bro, let me
Okay.
know, okay?
Yeah, I was trying to find like just people just Tinder over there. It's a little bit weird. It's rough. Like I just don't have enough information on Paraguay. Like I know Uruguay, but Paraguay's been difficult for me to try to figure out. But I
Yeah,
got
it's
to.
true.
I believe I know someone from over there. I got to see when I get back to Miami on my contact list.
Okay, awesome, bro. Aside from that, just hit me up on IG. That is this touch base, just so I know who you are. And then if you do Paraguay, we can get that set up. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
And
awesome.
again, I'm a software engineer, so if anyone needs help or any information, I can give you guys some tips as well. But the IT stuff is the future, like you say. The best roles. I'm making 6 figures at 24, and I get to travel the world while doing it. So you're 100% right.
Brother,
But hey, I appreciate you for having me on.
are you full-time remote?
Yes, but we're going to in the office. So by August, I have to go back to the office.
Oh
So I'm like
man,
getting all my travel. I know, yeah. It's they're forcing us to go back. It's like do that or quit. So I'm like, I don't want to lose my job yet, but I'm looking for another job right now.
awesome, bro. All the best, yeah. Thank you, Cam.
Appreciate you, man. You guys have a good one, man. Good night.
You do the same,
Take,
man. It's nice listening to you.
take easy, bro. Demar, do you have any closing statements?
Yeah. No, I just wanted to say I appreciate you having me in here, and me too. I got here at the tail end of the stream. So honestly, I got sidetracked when we started talking about Africa and whatnot. Because honestly, as an African, I obviously get passionate about this. But the main reason why I got on is because I wanted to ask some questions about IT and getting into tech and all that stuff. Like I said, I used to be a school teacher, and then now I'm trying to transition into tech. But we'll leave that for another day. I'll make sure to hop on much earlier on future live streams. And
Awesome.
yeah.
All right, thank
All right.
you, the
Thank
man.
you.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
You too.
Mr. Tony Gee, how you doing, bro?
I'm
Do you have
doing
any
pretty
closing
good,
statements?
IP. Yeah, man. I'm doing pretty good, man. I really enjoy your stream, man. You know, I always look forward to, if I don't always chime in, I'm just listening in the background, trying to get some ducks in a row to get into back into IT and things like that. So you guys keep me going, man. You know, I love what you guys doing, and it's a beautiful thing, though, man. I think that because I know with our present situation, I know it's not looking good as a group, but individually, man, you guys are killing it, man. You know, I always love hearing the intelligent brothers that's especially traveling. I've known this a long time ago. With my got another buddy that was in the military. He was in the Marines, and he always told me if I was ever going to join the service. And unfortunately, I never had a chance to join the service. But had I would have been out there a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Would have been out there and things. And he told me about how it was in Australia, how it was over there in the Asian countries and all this other stuff. So here I am, IP. I had intel when I was 14 years old on this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So hearing you guys talk about it now in 2024, you know, it's a beautiful thing seeing, you know, because back then in the 80s, it was almost unheard of a brother traveling unless you was in the military.
Damn, incredible. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated, Tony.
No worries, man. No worries. I always enjoyed your stream, man.
All right, take it easy, bro.
You too.
Much appreciated. Awesome. So we're down to our last few minutes, Dimitri. Classic live stream, brother. Do you have any closing statements, bro?
Just you know, like we are free men. I think we need to start acting accordingly. You know, the West isn't the end all be all. There's an entire world out here that is ours for the taking. We just got to be brave enough to step up and take it. That's it.
Facts, bro. Dimitri, what do you say to brothers who are currently, brother, do you know what the black tax is?
Say that again.
Do you know what the black tax is? Black tax.
No, I'm not too familiar with that.
Essentially, a lot of black men are in a situation where, you know, they're making money in the West, but family keeps asking them for money. So let's say, right, a brother's making, let's say, pardon me, $3,000 per month, okay, and $500 per month is going towards someone in the family. They keep saying, "Hey, I need some money," blah blah blah, right? So that's a problem there because, you know, not that I'm against helping out family member. Okay, I think if you can, you can do it or should do it if you can. Okay,
Right.
it's not a requirement, but if you can, it's up to you. However, Dimitri, right? If it's becoming a frequent thing for Black men to be supporting family. So Dimitri, right? Every month, $500, $700 comes out of your paycheck towards family. But that money, Dimitri, can be invested into an asset that can obviously grow and help you out in the future, whether that's a ETF, index fund, or crypto. And I find that white people, Indian people, Asian people, Arabic people, they don't really do that. It's mostly Black men that are obviously, Dimitri, supporting family, and because of that, right, they can't build wealth. But have you experienced that kind of black tax, brother, in your life?
After you have explained it to me, absolutely. I think that I honestly think that comes standard with the Black family, man. If one of us, makes something out of ourselves, then we gotta, it's almost an obligation to support, the family and whatnot. And I don't feel that way. Like, I have two children. I have my own family to take care of. I can't then, try to make up for mistakes that, family members made throughout their life and stuff like that. That's not my responsibility to take on. I didn't create that mess, and it's not my responsibility to clean it up.
Facts, bro. Brother, let's say it's dad and mom that constantly ask you for money, brother, right? Brother, and let's say you're sending them $300 each every month. That's a lot of money. Because that's $600, right? That can be invested in the video stock, or
Exactly.
or even a crypto that can actually give you a lot of gains. Brother, what do you say to Black men that are experiencing that kind of black tax? Particularly towards immediate family.
Honestly, I would tell them sometimes being selfish is a good thing, because you're never going to get ahead if you keep, helping everybody else out. Who's helping you? You're the only person that's going to help yourself. You're the only person that's going to not let you down. So don't let yourself down. I mean, I've kind of dealt with that situation personally. I've had to, like, stop answering calls from certain family members because I know what it's about, especially when you don't hear from them that often, like on a regular basis, but they call only when they want something. I just don't even answer the phone anymore, because you already know what it's going to be about. It's always something. It's always something. And to me, I'm just like, you need to take a look at your life and figure out what it is that you're doing wrong, to where you have to continually ask for money.
Facts, bro. Facts. Dimitri, what do you say to people who have parents that tell their sons, right, hey, listen, right, I lived in a society where it was racist, where I couldn't get a high paying job like you, I couldn't invest in a pension like you, or blah blah blah. So you have an obligation to help out your parents because it's easier for you guys to be earning money now in 2024 as opposed to the 80s and 70s, where I admit was quite racist towards Black people, brother.
It was racist, but I feel like Black people were together more then than now. So I don't think it was too hard, because you had family, you had marriage in the Black community. I mean, you had a Black community then. So I don't think I would necessarily buy that, and especially if you have two parents that are married, like, that's their job to take care of each other. That's not the child's job. You didn't ask to be here.
Facts.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, we can take me for example. I didn't ask to be here. I didn't ask to be born, and my sole responsibility is to be successful so I can take care of my parents. Like, taking care of my mom, that's my dad's job, and taking care of my dad's my mom's job. That's y'all job. That's y'all obligation to each other. Those are the vows that you said to each other. I wasn't a part of those vows.
Facts, bro. And brother, I believe that that's a big issue that we have to address as black men, because like we have our own lives to live, man. And our parents or grandparents have already lived their lives. Like while we're still young, we want to be out there, want to be enjoying our lives, and of course building wealth. And a lot of black men I speak to have that thought in the back of their head. My parents, my parents, my parents, my parents. Do you believe, Dimitri, right, that you know uh the black parents have a very, very strong hold on the black sons? Because I don't see it amongst the white people, Asian people, Latino people, Arabic people. Normally they go off to do their own things, the children. But with
Right.
black men, right, it's like we're controlled, bro. Like we can't live our lives. But did you experience that, Dimitri?
I feel like I don't, and I may catch some heat by saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I think black men are more controlled by their black mothers more so than the fathers. I feel like the father is all about, hey, go out in this world, make your own footprints, use my mistakes, the stories that I've told you as a guide and everything like that. I feel like it's more or less the black women that have that control over their sons.
Damn, flipping heck. Yo, we need to break that control, bro, because the black tax, the black mother's control of the son, it's too much, bro. Like we need to live our lives and build wealth, or else we'll never catch up to other races of people. We'll never get power. And it's like black parents don't see what's going on in this world, bruv. We're going
Right.
through hell as black men. We need all the resources we can to build ourselves up career wise, investment wise, for our children, for our health. That continuously asking your children for money every month, that's money that can be going towards their future, for a course, right? For investment. It's a damn shame that the kind of hell black men are in, brother, in 2024.
That's
Damn.
true. That's very true. And it's I want to say it's more so of their own fault than pointing the finger at anybody else. Yes, there is some outside aspects to everything, but it ultimately starts with you. Like if I can make it out, me, like I was raised by my grandmother, didn't have the best grades in high school. If I can make it to where I am today, I feel like anybody can.
Facts, bro. Absolute facts. You got room for one more caller, Dimitri? Or are you
Sure.
tired?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Jason, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you're not a troll for security? After that, turn it off, please, just so I know you're not a troll and you're actually a human being. Yep, you're confirmed, Jason. Thank you, bro. Camera off. Shout out to Mr. Sam Smith for the support. It can't be our fault. Our parents did not do good financial plannings. Contraception existed since the 50s, and they'll be grateful you became a better person than them. Our community is broken. That's facts, bro. Again, foresight. Foresight is something that's missing heavily amongst a lot of black people, in my personal opinion. What's your 5-year plan, 10-year plan? Like, if you're putting money every month into an ETF or index fund for the next 10 years, that's a lot better than spending all your flipping money on Gucci, Prada, and Armani. It's crazy, bruv. I'm so angry as to the kind of hell we're in on planet Earth, bro. Let me bring in Jason in the background. What's going on, Jason? How you doing, brother?
How you guys doing? Greetings from Germany, and hope you guys had an amazing weekend.
Yes,
Germany.
indeed.
Love Germany. Love Germany.
Yeah, I love what you guys are saying. I help a lot of people within the co-parenting realm, because that's one of the things that I think as futures of parents, we need to kind of start creating a code And one of the things I always bring up is imagine all the money you guys are spending for your lawyers to try to fight for who's going to see the kids and what. Imagine if you end up putting all that money into an escrow and allowing it to grow until when the kids are 18. And when the kids are 18, they have that. If we did
Right.
that, we would have so much money for that. But instead, we need to, both sides are spending over $10,000 to fight for custody. It's unnecessary. And I'm really big about trying to leave the government out of your affairs. But the one thing you said about the black tax is very true. And I think that when you hear women talk about generational wealth, it's a code for actually because they really don't believe in it. They don't. It's just something that they say. And when generational wealth really is more about them trying to support themselves and maybe their side. They're not thinking about generational wealth that involves you. They want you to pour into their idea of generational wealth. But once they're kind of done with you, they want you to still have that kind of access to generational wealth for them to tap into when the divorce happens. Many times when women are describing the man, their dream husband, it's actually the dream person they want to divorce. So you want to be asking the woman, what kind of personality are you able to live to be 80 years old with? What kind of man do you see yourself wanting to, grow old with, and what's his personality like? When you break it down like that, you will find that a lot of our sisters actually prefer the company of women.
Jeez.
I'm here and I see many men getting divorced in their 50s and 60s because as a culture, we're not taught how to grow old together. And in fact, I find that most women are inherently annoyed with older men. And I see men when they retire, women are doing everything to get them out the house because they're annoyed with them. They're tired of their projects. Go find you a shed to be out my face. It's not a happy ending. And many women say, you know what, they rather just go ahead and divorce and be alone so they can then, get some younger men and have fun and live a free life because caring for us is a chore. That's why I really do feel that a lot of men, especially black men, need to start looking at Asian cultures, like in Vietnam and Thailand, because as a culture, they have a reputation to want to care for you as you get older. Whereas in our community, especially in America, it's not even a thought. Most people are just putting their people into nursing homes.
That is very, very, very true. Especially coming from, I went through a nasty divorce myself. When I speak on it, I say we're in peacetime right now, but in the thick of it, man, we were at war. Like I was literally at war, and it was costly and and it kind of makes me not, kind of makes me weary of not, do I want to go through that again?
And honestly, completely unnecessary.
It really was. Man, you have no idea. That can be a whole nother stream, man. But you
I'm
have
sorry, I
no
don't want to bring
idea.
up the people. I know.
It's
It's
all
just,
good.
yeah, like if we could remember, we made these children as adults, but
Mhm.
this is the thing about we have to run to big daddy government to tell us what we can and can't do. Like, what if that wasn't even an option? What if there was no type of family court or anything? Then we would have to figure out if we break up how to do this, how to co-parent. And I think that that's where us as men and us as parents, we have to start building our own code and foundation because more than likely our children are going to end up breaking up with the person they have children with. That's just being realistic. So we have to impart a code for them at an early age of how to behave, how to make sure our sons don't ever experience that kind of drama, and how to make sure that our daughters never impart that kind of drama on the man that they have children with.
Facts. Absolute facts. Brother, are you living in Germany right now? Are you there on a vacation?
No, I've been here for 10 years. I am retired here.
Okay, awesome, bro. And how is life in Germany? Are you in Berlin or are you in
Yeah.
Munich?
Well, I live in a village called Wildau, which is like 10, 15 minutes by train from Berlin. So I'm kind of in best of both worlds.
And how is life there, brother, overall?
It's amazing. I really think that socialism works for trying to have a family, and it even works better for when you have a breakup. A lot of men get so castrated from their first divorce that they never want to go through it again. Whereas here in Germany and socialism, many men get divorced and they still remarry because they haven't gotten financially ruined through the process. It's a very simpler situation here. It's not so much 50-50 alimony. Getting 50-50 custody is very normal here. It's not a big deal. A lot of times, if you are able to leave the government out of it, you can kind of support your situation in a better way. And I just think that there's so much opportunity in Germany, Netherlands, Switzerland for Black people that it's just ridiculous. And even if you only want to date Black women, which I completely, if that's your thing, that's fine. There's so many amazing Black Germans, Black people in Switzerland, Black people in the Netherlands that are awesome, caring, and they come from a different mentality because they were raised with their fathers. So you find that they actually understand the silliness, the nature of man, how to kind of let a man be in his own kind of peace. And I find that dating the Black women here is completely different from dating Black women back in America, because even here, the women have something to lose if they marry you, because if they marry you and you divorce, you could maybe possibly get into their accesses and their property. And since they've been here for generations, they have something to lose. So they come into marriage differently because they actually have something on the table to lose if the divorce. And plus, divorcing here is like a 2-year process, and they make it insanely difficult.
So, brother, you've also lived in the Netherlands as well, I'm guessing?
No, I've done bartending events in Amsterdam because by train I'm there in 3 hours, so I can go there for a weekend and bartend in some coffee shop, which is just me picking some American music and videos and selling the weed that's legal. It's a completely it's an awesome job that's not a job,
Wow, amazing. Jason, could we get you on the channel for an interview then about retirement in Germany and life there as a Black man dating there? I think that would be great for Black men.
The dating here is awesome. It really is a fun place as a bachelor, and you don't have to do a lot of crazy stuff. So yeah, we could have that conversation. Not a problem.
So, by the way, I put my Instagram profile in the private chat. Do you mind sending me a DM, please, brother?
Yes.
Today, and then we'll touch base and plan the stream. How does that sound, bro?
That sounds awesome.
That is awesome. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you, Jason. So look forward to receiving your message on Instagram, and we'll touch base, man. Awesome. Thank you very much, bro. I'm very tired. It's 4:24 a.m. over here in the UK. Gotta get some sleep. So do you have any closed? Go on, bro.
All right, I'll definitely send you a DM and check out the series Supercell. I just finished it, and it's based in the UK. It's like a Black version of the X-Men. It's pretty amazing.
Supercell. Okay.
Yeah. It's on Netflix.
Supercell. Okay, I'll look into it, bro. Okay. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. Brother, I hope there's no agenda stuff for that. The agenda, keeping it PG, all that agenda BS.
There's always agenda in Black media that you'll see. You'll see the duality. You'll see the kind of you'll see it. But once you kind of know the signs, you know how to see through it too, and you can have conversations with your son about that's why you got to watch how they portray you. They make the gangsters cool, and like see how they don't have a problem with death. But there's also lessons to learn from it in a good way too. And there's no LGB agenda in it. That's one thing that's different.
Oh, it's probably there's no rainbow stuff in that TV show.
Nah, not at all, really. No.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh man.
That honestly, that's one of the main reasons why I stopped watching TV, and I don't have a TV in my apartment, because it just got too much. Now, I'm not here to watch those kind of stuff. I'm here to watch a show about what it's actually meant to be about, and it got too much. I just got my my TV and all that stuff. But happy to hear that it's not on this show, bro. Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you, brother. So, Jason, thank you, brother. I will
Not a
look
problem.
forward to getting your message. Thank you, brother.
Mhm.
So, any closing statements from Jason before I drop you off?
All I'll say is just again, guys, don't be afraid to come to this side of the world. There is so much opportunity, and especially in this, it's all connected by train. If you just are yourself, or if you're an artistic type, if you're into coding, anything with internet, but anything, just you being yourself is celebrated over here. So you being yourself, if you're authentic and you're genuine, and you're not trying to be like the thug mentality, you can really kind of come over here and for the first time really be yourself, be supported for being yourself, and thrive, and retire, end up by being yourself, because American culture is so celebrated here.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Mr. I'm gonna drop you off there, Jason. Thank you, brother. You got my IG, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Jason. All right. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, bro. Dimitri.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Amazing live stream, brother. I wish you all the best in your life in Japan. Obviously, we'll have you on the channel again in the future. Keep in touch, brother.
Absolutely.
Keep safe. And let me know how it's going there with these Japanese chicks, brother. Keep me updated about the culture there. But yeah,
I
Dimitri,
will.
salute you, brother. Thank you, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome, brother. Peace out, brother. Have a good day ahead.
All right, you too, bro. Thank you.
Peace out, brother. So that was Dimitri there, brothers. That was a great live stream. Shout out to Dimitri. Brothers, so join the Python course. Python course is now open for you to join. Okay, so if you go on the Patreon and look for the Ultimate Python course, July 2024, I'll be teaching brothers Python over Zoom interactively in a classroom session. Okay, so join the Python course. Go and join it. Okay, go and join it right now. Okay, I'm looking forward to teaching you brothers Python from beginners to intermediate. We're gonna work on the big projects. We're gonna have many tasks. There will be homework. It will be over Zoom every Sunday, and you must be in class. If you miss class, you have to reach out to your team, to your colleagues to help you catch up. So you're gonna have that networking experience, that classroom real work experience, man. And make sure you join it, man. Make sure you join. Make sure you join. Okay. You're gonna love it. Okay. This will be the 5th time I'm teaching Python to brothers. 5th time. I have taught over 200 people now. Over 200 black men Python. The way I teach, the info I give is amazing. Okay. So make sure you go and join it. So if you want to come on the channel for an interview, hit me up on Instagram. Okay. Here's my Instagram. Send me a DM on Instagram. Hit me up and we'll get that interview done. Okay. Send me a DM on Instagram if you want to go on the channel for an interview. Aside from that, any countries you've been to, you want to speak about on the channel, send me a DM on Instagram. I will get to it and I'll get back to you. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, great live stream. Okay. Yeah, great live stream. And shout out to our guests, shout out to the brothers here, the super chats. Let me check the PayPal again for any support. But if you can support me on the PayPal right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Hit the super chats, man, before I log off. I work hard for you, brothers, man. I'm putting in work. I'm putting a lot of sweat into this movement, this channel. It's a lot of hard work, man. It is 4:30 a.m. over here in the UK. You see me, I'm putting in work for the brothers, man. Putting in work every day for the bros, man. So please support me, man. Support. I'm super tired. Okay, that's cool. All right, man. So, brothers, have a great weekend ahead, and I'll see you, brothers, on the next video. Okay, I'm gonna end it in 1 minute from now. Here's a Patreon. Here's a Patreon. There you go. You want to know how freaky Japanese women are in the Patreon, are in the bedroom? Join the Patreon. You want to know how freaky Japanese women are in the bedroom? Join the Patreon. Japanese women are a bunch of freaks. Okay, join the Patreon. Join the Patreon. They're freaky in the bedroom, man. Only on the Patreon. Okay, great stream, man. Another classic. Salute to you, brothers. Yeah, salute, brothers. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.